Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. Coming up here on today's show, we're going to get into the latest Raiders news and rumors. We're going to get into a mailbag, and then probably the biggest reason why a lot of people are tuning in is Trizzy, Trace, and I, host of our Saints show, are going to be taking on the One Chip Challenge courtesy of Wild 114. Huge shout out to everyone tuned in to today's live programming. So when I first started the Raiders Report, we were allowed to go live once a week. It was every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. The more the show has grown, we have had more opportunities to do more live shows. So then we tried out, all right, let's go live twice a week. Tuesday is going to be the normal show. Friday's happy hour. Let's get effed up. Let's keep it riding, heading on into the weekend. Well, I've been getting a lot more of these like challenge offers. So what I think about Thursday shows is every single Thursday, I am going to offer you guys a challenge. And whether or not you want to take it is totally up to you. I'll tell you what the challenge for next Thursday is going to be in just a second. If you could, welcome in my co-host, Jeremy Chugs. Appreciate that you're joining us here, though. I thought you were about to have a child when you hit that play. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, we both are rocking our Wild 114 jerseys. I was a little bit worried that people would get us confused, but luckily,
I know, we look so much alike.
The names are right there. If it wasn't for the names, people would be like, wait, is it the same person on screen?
Is it mirror both sides?
Some might say, man. Some might say. So since we are doing the chip today, who do you think is going to be able to handle the chip better? If you think it's me, type Mitch. If you think it's going to be Trizzy Trace, I want you to type Trizzy down below. Some of y'all have seen me do the chip before. However, I don't know how Trace is going to be able to do it. So also on top of the chip, are you able to show them the arena?
Oh, yeah.
So not only are Trace and I going to do the chip, but we also have something set up, which I can swing on over here real quick. So basically, we got a pong table, and the game idea that I have is if you make a cup, you get to take a spoonful of Greek yogurt. I know the last time we did the gummy bear challenge, the chip challenge, everyone was telling us to, hey, man, go get some Greek yogurt. It's going to help. So what we're going to do is if I sink a cup, I get to have a spoonful of Greek yogurt to calm down the spicy. If you keep missing, you don't get anything. I know when Sam and I played Craggy, your body, at least me, since I don't handle spicy food, shakes a little bit.
So I do have to say, I have to take y'all behind the curtain, something hilarious that happened today.
Oh, okay.
So this morning, I send Mitch and Trace a video saying it's from the Man vs. Food guy.
Yeah.
And he's explaining how apparently if you eat a banana before you eat really spicy food, it's supposed to help your stomach and the potassium in your stomach. It's supposed to help it like not hurt when you eat something really spicy.
Correct.
Trace comes in today, the sweetest guy in the world, brings in a banana for him and Mitch. They go to eat it later on, turns to find out it's not a banana, it's a plantain.
Yeah. I mean, he handed it to me, and I'm like, this isn't a banana. I mean, it's basically the same thing, but yeah, I don't know. I laughed about it a little bit. So this time, though, we are a little bit more prepared. Had a banana. And then, like I said last week, some random Raider fan, I still don't know who it is, sent me a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. So I am going to have a little bit of Pepto-Bismol before I take on this chip. But we'll see how it ends up going down. The reason why that we're doing the chip challenge today and the reason why Jeremy Chugs and I have on the jersey, huge shout out to Mount Raider Moore's Wild 114 Nation. Chat Sports, in conjunction with Wild 114 Productions, is proud to bring you Carmageddon, the punishment for making blasphemous statements. So for those that don't know, when Carr signed with the New Orleans Saints in the offseason, I went on Saints and we partied it up over there, and I said that I believe that Dak Prescott is a better quarterback than Derek Carr. Wild 114 did not like that, and, well, here we are. And, you know, hey, yeah, sometimes it happens. It's all good. Wild One said he's going to make me pay, and I guess this is the payment I got to do. Wild One, as always, it's all love. Everybody spam Wild 114 down in the comments for today's show. Also on tap, we're going to be talking about some Raiders draft rumors, and we're going to be looking at Tennessee quarterback Hendon Hooker, who's going to be in Las Vegas tomorrow for a official top 30 visit. I know the Raiders like Hendon Hooker. I believe that he would actually fit in Josh McDaniel's system. There are some people, I'm one of them, that is a little bit concerned about the ACL, a little bit concerned about the age. However, with the Raiders taking Jimmy Garoppolo, Hooker has that entire year to sit behind Jimmy G, and, I mean, that'd be perfect. Garoppolo, Hooker behind Jimmy G doesn't get much better than that.
I mean, he already has free sex for life.
Free sex for life, only, though, in Las Vegas at a certain bunny ranch. But what do you think? If Hooker was on the board here in the second round, pick 38, would you take him? Give me a yes or give me a no. Huge shout-out to other Mount Raider, more Tri-Van spamming Wild 114. Ryan Lewis, Gatlin Gun, Mensa, no. P-Ring, 1700, yes. Jeremy Wiley, yes. Anthony Hernandez typing his no as well.
It's pretty split right now. Juan Hernandez, John Cosby, unfortunate last name. King of King, all saying yes. Raider Rog says yes. But then we have Rip City Raider, Mitchell Klein, Patrick B., Freight Train. They're saying no.
I mean, it is pretty split. There's no doubt about that. So I'll give my answer on what I would want the Raiders to do around Hooker, and that's going to be coming up probably in about 20, 25 minutes from now. So if you watch a lot of our normal live shows, that's essentially what ends up happening. So I don't know. I just got a Venmo. Let's go. Got a question here. Today is what? National Cobbler Day?
National Peach Cobbler Day.
National Peach Cobbler Day.
Oh.
So it's actually...
How good does that look?
Out of all the cobblers, peach is probably my favorite. And I was telling Jeremy that I've had blueberry, I've had like the generic ones. One time Alex's mom made a mango cobbler. Shit was actually fire, I'm not going to lie to you.
Shit was actually fire.
But peach cobbler, big time fan. So our question is, what's the best cobbler or pie flavor out there? You get any choice. And maybe I'm wrong for thinking this, but this is how I've always had it. I've always had cobbler with vanilla ice cream, where pie to me has been a little bit different.
Yeah.
I don't know. Best cobbler, though, I'm going to go peach. Best pie flavor, I love pecan pie. Pecan pie is probably my go-to.
That's probably my least favorite pie.
Pecan pie. Ooh,
yeah,
boy.
I'm not a huge fan of pecan.
Is turtle pie, is that okay? Have you ever had turtle pie?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Turtle pie, I can get lemon meringue pie.
Turtle pie can get it. I like key lime pie.
Ooh. Key lime pie can get it. E-Frizz going to go with apple. Cherry cobbler is bomb from Lynn Moss.
Mitch, can you snap your fingers for me?
And do this. Oh. Wow. We just went from 69 to 96.
Oh, yeah.
This is impressive.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm in a whole nother world right now.
A whole new world.
I mean, I like it. I like it a lot.
Let's see. Pecan pie.
What do we got?
Blackberry cobbler. Ooh. I think the key is cobbler has to go with ice cream.
Yeah.
Like, I can have pie by itself. I mean, apple pie with ice cream is obviously good, but you cannot have cobbler without ice cream, in my opinion.
What is shoe fly? Shoe fly pie?
I almost want to say it's something dirty.
No, I actually think it is. I think it's like a chocolate with like Cool Whip. It's like a certain kind of pie. What is shoe fly pie?
I know there's some different pies that are pretty
chocolate
pretty
peanut
dirty.
butter pie.
Sweet potato pie.
Ooh. That does sound good.
Martin, I know you're from the UK. You probably do you like, I don't know, shepherd's pie or
Earl Grey?
Earl Grey pie? What's that?
It's just tea.
Oh. Martin, do you like any weird pies?
You got to be careful what you ask.
Yeah, see, SinCal Grizzly Raider. See, that.
All right,
that's what I was thinking.
I do, one thing that I want to be able to do at some point is I want Jeremy and I to do our own like food review show. That's like something that I would love for this channel to be able to do. I would get to know y'all a little bit better. Like if somebody wants to send in food or food recommendations, dude, I'm all about it. I see a few super chats from Mount Raider more, and oh man, we do have a few deals for today. So again, when I started doing more of these live shows, drinking is going to be for Fridays. Thursday, we're not planning on doing any drinking on Thursday unless we get to 1,000 in supers, just because I'm trying to save my body. But we do have a special deal out there if we hit it for next week's challenge, which Wild 114 is trying to get us there to that next challenge. He said, Venmo check for Jersey boot. I want Chugs to drink it while you're both chewing on your chip. Well, I think that kind of sets up what this is. So for those that don't know, when we wear a certain jersey, because it's a $500 Venmo to get your own personal jersey here on the Raiders Report. And if I'm wearing your jersey and you send in a $100 super chat or Venmo.
I was about to say, he didn't send in a $100 super chat, so that must mean
this one's rolling in from Wild 114. Bang! Put him on the Boot Hall of Fame.
Living in the Hall of Fame.
We did just get a brand new boot, so I'm excited about that. And so he wants you to drink this
while you're eating the chip.
Yep. Also, tomorrow is for, oh boy. Tomorrow is for 4/14.
Oh,
Happy
wow.
hour, Wild One, 4/14.
And Trivan wants to know, what are the deals?
All right, so Trivan, the big deal that we're doing today is, so Thursday live shows, I see the big one for Chance, and we're going to celebrate the shit out of that in a second. Thursday show to me is I want y'all to give us like different challenge ideas. And if Chugs and I can come up with one, we're going to do it. So next Thursday, for those that don't know, is 4/20. I asked the bosses if we could take some gummies. They told us no. So instead, I said, all right, I saw a challenge, a broccoli challenge. Chugs and I have to eat 500 grams of broccoli. First one to do it wins. So if we hit 500 in supers today, Chugs and I on next Thursday's show.
No ranch, no anything, just straight brock.
It's just a plain 500 grams of broccoli. I thought it was easy, and then I looked it up. It's really difficult. Like, it sounds like the 3 crackers in 30 seconds challenge or whatever the hell it is. You're like, oh, I could do that. Apparently, it destroys your mouth.
Yeah.
So if we hit 500 in supers today, we will do the 500-gram broccoli challenge, and if we get to 1,000 in super/Venmo, that's when we are then allowed to turn videos into shit shows where we can do all the extra drinking and whatnot. Those are the rules.
We're on our way because this one's coming in from
Chance Bang!
Oh my God.
Lemon ice box pie for the win. Let's go, Raiders!
Chance, I'm not even kidding.
What is this?
You remember that pie that I bring in for Thanksgiving?
Oh, that's what this is?
That's lemon icebox pie.
Holy shit.
I make my grandma's, rest in peace, I make my grandma's lemon icebox pie recipe every Thanksgiving. The past 2 years, I brought it in. The past 2 years, Mitch has taken all the leftovers home.
Oh, there was one year, so the day that the Raiders beat the Cowboys, because I think you made it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
The day that the Raiders beat the Cowboys, I made my dad save some, and then that's actually the pie that I got hit with.
Oh, damn. You should have used something else.
Oh, I still ate most of it. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh! Another black hole legend, Patrick B. Bang!
Patrick.
We are less than 200 from doing the broccoli challenge next week.
Patrick B.
I'm not going to lie. I'm actually very nervous about the broccoli challenge.
I've never
I
heard
watched
of it.
a few competitive eaters do it, which is why I got the idea.
I've never heard of it until today.
It's just like it destroys your mouth. Like your mouth gets tired. I know. You look at me like that, but it's the truth. Like I'm trying to think of something where if you chew it for so long that your jaw starts to hurt.
Oh, so whenever I was a kid, did you ever get the gum that was it looked like a tape dispenser?
Oh shit, yeah.
Did you ever just take the whole thing and
eat it? See, I used to do that with Big League Chew.
Okay, yeah. When you take a huge thing of gum like that, Big League Chew or something, and then
Martin said, "How's the broccoli prepared?" It's not.
It's raw.
We just eat it raw. So both of us, 500 grams of broccoli. The broccoli is going to be this.
Joseph, 100%. This office isn't ready. I had beans for lunch on Tuesday.
So I'm just going to, spoiler alert.
The studio was a war zone.
Spoiler alert. My idea for the challenge after the NFL draft is going to be, we're going to eat the broccoli on 420. We're going to fart in a bottle. We're going to freeze it and let it sit in there for 2 weeks. And I want to see if it's still the same. I saw there's a myth out there. We're going to do a battle. Loser has to smell it.
Dude, that's disgusting.
I don't disagree. I do not disagree, man.
And yeah, Tuesday, people were coming in to say bye, and they were not in the room for long.
Yeah, it's pretty rough, man. I'm not going to lie. All right, let's go to Patrick B's Super Chat. Or did we already show it? He at least has a question. Let's get this 500. Mitch, how many just win babies that Josh Jacobs gets traded on draft day?
We're actually talking about that our first segment.
So, Patrick, one of the top, holy shit, one of the things that we're going to be talking about on today's show is going to be around Jacobs because he continues to get linked to trades, and CBS did an article around it, and ultimately, yeah, we're going to...
Also, check your phone.
Jesus Christ, Trivan. Well, so in terms of things that we promised today, friendly reminder, if we hit 500, Jeremy and I have to do the broccoli challenge next week. If we get to 1,000, we got to turn this show into a shit show, which means after 1,000, that's when we can start pouring up the drinks. That's when, anything's possible, and then it just gets kind of wild from there on out.
Somebody who's helping us get there.
Someone who's helping us in OG Cameron Sproul Bang! Well, my goodness. Mitch, hypothetically, say Henry Ruggs gets sprung on good behavior. No. You cannot. Henry Ruggs, people get mad at me when I say this, murdered somebody, and their dog was also killed. Henry Ruggs should never be allowed to play football ever again. I mean, it's just as...
Is this correct on the screen?
No.
Oh. Is this correct on the screen?
No. So in terms of I'll give it to you. Hang on. Ruggs, no. I hope Henry Ruggs never sets foot ever again, and I mean ever again on a football field. Overall, though, we got to move on from Ruggs, dude. It would be bad to ever, and I mean ever, to have him.
He just said,
wait, Trivan's leaving?
Have fun, guys. I'm out.
Wait, Trivan. Are you kidding me? Trivan. No, Trivan. Where are you going? Oh, wait. He's got a lacrosse game today. All right, hang on, Trivan.
Oh, God.
Can everybody spam Trivan down in the chat? Well, this show is just getting off the rails.
This one's rolling in from Mount Raidermore member, one of the OGs of the channel, Girouard Bang!
Well, we are officially...
We're eating broccoli.
We're officially doing the broccoli challenge, which means that we are now officially 100 away from being able to turn today's live show into a shit show. And it's right on cue. Patrick B. alley-oop to his soon-to-be wife, Savannah Jean Bang! Just saying hello.
What a flex.
Just saying hello.
What a flex.
Straight flexing on him. All right, hang on. I got to add some spots here to our Boot Hall of Fame. I got to add 5 for Tri-Van, 1 for Savannah Jean, and then 1 for Cameron.
The Dutch and Duchess of the Raiders report. Savannah Jean and Patrick B.
I kind of like it. So I know last year I dressed up as Buddy Bear's favorite person in the world, Harley Quinn. We should try to do. It'd be kind of fun to dress up as Savannah Jean and Patrick B. One show.
Dibs on Patrick.
Oh, I was calling dibs on Savannah. That sounds weird. Sorry, Patrick. I don't.
Pause.
Yeah, not like that. Not like that. Though. Yeah. Pause. Sorry. I can't. I mean, Tri-Van, for the love of God. All right. So basically, for those of you that are maybe new to the idea here of the shows that I'm trying to do, we weren't planning on drinking every single show unless the nation wanted it. So basically, once we hit 1,000, we are allowed to turn these shows into shit shows. It's one of the things that my boss has kind of talked to me about, just not killing myself every single day. But since we have hit that number, essentially every $100 from here on out is
a beer bong.
So we can also, I will be able to go get the Fireball as well, which Fireball and with 1 chip challenge probably just sounds like an absolute shit show to that as well.
This? You talk about this. I'll go get the supplies.
Cool. All right, if anybody wants to hang out with Jeremy Chugs and I, you have an opportunity on Saturday, April 15th, 7 p.m. Central Time is when Chugs and I are going to get there. The address is right here, 2208 Central Drive, Bedford, Texas. The event itself starts at about 4 and it goes until midnight, so keep that in mind. It's a huge Raider event. I think I checked on Facebook. It was over 100 people have confirmed they're going. Oh, boy. Here we go. And then I'm very confused why Knackered Irishman's is why is this pink? But, hey, you guys want to party? We're going to get ready to party here. Jeremy's going to go get all the supplies. If you live near Dallas, Texas, if you live near the DFW area, huge Raiders event, and it's going to be at this address. If anybody needs a good contact, his name OSO-Raider, so hit him up on IG, Facebook. That's my guy, which I also just found out. OSO, O-S-O, right, means bear, right? I think that's what it is. At least I asked Alex the other day, but we'll see. I think that's what it means, though. He's a big dude, super nice guy. And if anybody wants to hang out with Chugs and I, we're going to be taking the boots. We're going to have the beer bongs. We're going to have the Fireball. You want to go get some more Happy Dads? You want to go get some more Happy Dads? We already need more. All right, Chugs is going to handle the shots, and I'm going to do the beer bongs. Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I'm going to handle the beer bongs. Chugs is going to do the shots. 20 for Fireball shots, but I'm telling you, we're not doing these by ourselves. Got it? If somebody's sending it in, you guys are drinking with us. Sound good? I hope so. Did you pour the Pepto in here? No, you did it in. Okay. All right, fair enough. Tell Trizzy that Raptor thinks he's nuts to do the chip. It's Preston. His name's Preston. Raptor.
What's up, Preston? Yeah, that's one of my plays, brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my boy.
So Trizzy's going to be popping on this show and doing a chip. I'm a little bit worried about it. Oh, all right. Fair enough. Well, you're going to have to go back out there soon then. Multiple. Yep. Which you'll see, the one's kind of weird. because the color didn't show up the way it usually does, but it says, like, I'm on Knackered Irishman. I don't know. It's the first time I've ever seen that. It showed up pink. But look at Zahn's right above it. Makes no sense. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it before in my life. Rebel said, "Did I eat?" No. I've been actually. So Alex and I we're going to Cancun, and I've been trying to slim up a little bit. So I've been doing some intermittent fasting, however you pronounce it. Jeremy's just all over the place right now. He's all over the place. I got 2 of them that I got to do. That is correct. And then Raiders rumors, and then a mailbag, and then the 1 chip challenge. So, and then. All right, everybody, right now, Spam David Zone
Bang!
Fill it up.
Pour it up. Watch it all fall out.
David
Pour it up.
freaking Zahn,
That's
man.
how we ball out.
Ay.
Pour it up.
Knackered Irishman. I'll tell you what, Mr. Knackered Irishman has been an OG for a little while as well.
You're talking about this?
Who?
This?
Knackered Irishman!
Bang! You're not getting me Lucky Charms.
They'll never catch me, Lucky Charms. I just got a brand new boot. I just sent the other one out to Sergio Orozco. Huge shout out to Sergio. Just ordered him his own Raiders Report jersey. Also, I don't know. If Trivan wants a jersey, I guess he can technically get one. Though he's gone. He already left. He's like, I'm good. I'm going to bounce. Oh, Martin, it's almost like your audience wants you to drink. Martin, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I think Raider Nation just likes to have a good time. So, with that being said, how long do you fast for? What's your longest fast? The Patriots have signed quarterback Trace McSorley. So there's a chance that Trace McSorley's a Raider next year.
Nice.
Yep, there you go.
Cameron Sproul, I don't get the reference here. Maybe you do. He said, impersonation challenge, who can you do best? Rodney, a president, who?
I'm not very good with impersonations. You are.
I'm decent. I don't get the reference, though. I don't know who Rodney is.
I also see Steve says that people are paying for my vacation. Here's the thing. Jeremy and I, we don't keep any money that we get on these shows.
Oh, Rodney Dangerfield.
Every single dollar we get goes back into investing in, honestly, the Raiders Report. Because believe it or not, where we stay here in Dallas, it ain't cheap. It's a lot. I'm not going to lie to you.
Owning an F2 Golden Doodle, not cheap.
Chuck is also very, I mean, like, Zahn, you can attest to this, right? Like, we have our Mount Raidermore group chat. I also have hung out with Zahn. We've had some beers, and I feel like I'm a very honest person. I mean, we don't keep the money. It goes back into, honestly, like, the graphics, that costs money. The studio space here, I mean, the studio space here is more than Jeremy and I's rent combined, and it's not even close. Green screen, technology, you got to have all that. So
Lunch.
I mean, Zahn could tell you. Yeah, we do eat, believe it or not. Drinks, I mean, the amount of money that we spend on alcohol a month would blow
Total
your
Wine
mind.
loves us.
Oh, Total Wine hates us. We walk in there and they're like, yeah, we're going to get paid.
Get the Trulies.
Yeah.
Get the Trulies.
Oh, dude, they look at us when we walk in there and they're like, oh, these guys are I mean, you have to admit, though, Brett is usually the one that goes. And when Brett goes, he goes like once a week and he gets 10 cases of beer and
like two cases of Fireball.
Yeah, like it's
we've gone to where
people got to think he's just
it's
insane.
Just easier to refill our Fireball bottles from the huge cases than to just get new bottles of Fireball.
Dude, it's plus there's 20 of us, so there's When you build a company, you can't keep everything. It goes to other people helping them build their shows as well. I don't mean to say all that. I don't like when people think that your super chat dollars goes to
challenge,
us.
Though, I'd have to think of
this one's for Zahn.
My best impersonations. I'm not sure. David Gonzalez, hey Mitch, what are the best trade back scenarios and teams do you foresee us engaging in? Y'all rock. David, actually lucky enough for you, I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Mitch has done a video on potential trade scenarios that the Raiders could do.
I did. Also,
let me see if I can find it.
I put it out, last week? I did a video. Also, spoiler alert, I made a video yesterday about more big-time trades that the Raiders could make in the draft, and that video is actually going to go out early on Monday. So it's the one that's labeled Blockbuster Trades, if you can find it.
I see.
But, yeah. Did Aaron make a BH logo from Patrick B?
Here,
not that I know
David,
of yet.
Put this in a separate browser. I just put it in there. Put that in a separate browser, and then you can watch it after the show.
Correct. So that was a video I made around blockbuster trade ideas that the Raiders could do in the first round of the draft.
And that's why you subscribe, turn on your notifications, because like Mitch said, if you just type in Raiders Report and then whatever your question might be.
We've made a video
we probably made a video.
Very, very good chance. So, yeah, check it out, David. Seriously, I mean, we put out a lot of content.
Is this the same? New pick?
I think. It's got to be. I mean, Borelli would have. All right, hang on. David, hey, Mitch. What are the okay, sorry. Let's go to Borelli. Mount Raider more. It's got to be.
It's got to be, right?
Right? John, did you change your picture? This is the John Borelli. I just want to make sure.
It's a new pick, so I'm a little.
It's a new pick.
I mean, he has the boot, so it has to be him, right?
I would imagine. He's got the boot.
It's new pick. It's him.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, we get impersonations all the time. You never know. When are we doing the chip? We are doing the chip today, but we have a rumor show, a quick mailbag, which will fly through.
And we can't even get into the show until we get 160 likes.
And since we crossed 1,000 in supers, we can do a shit show, which means every $100 that we get can be a beer bong from here on out. Every 20, Chugs is going to do a fireball shot. If I leave, we end up playing shot clock. Y'all know the deal. Also, for the draft, I'm going to tell you this right now. We got some giveaway items for the draft, and on top of that, we are doing MVP items. So if you watched a lot of our shows during the regular season or for big-time events, we do MVP items.
Martin, we know, liked, shared, first comment. He's been a real one the past couple of weeks.
Dude, he's...
My guy Martin from across the
he's there.
Across the pond.
He's there. Martin, it's an inside joke where now we know that you're always interacting with us on Twitter.
Martin.
So today, you were the first comment on live.
For the draft, I think we got to do it, Mitch.
What?
We got to try bean toast.
Bean toast?
That's what they eat over in England.
That sounds terrible.
Bean toast.
I don't know what that means.
It's literally baked beans on toast.
That's just
you
weird.
Get a piece of toast.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get the concept. It's weird.
Put baked beans on top of the toast.
That sounds like when my mom, I love my mom, but, there's always certain times in life where you don't have as much money. She'd be like, oh, relish buns are really good. And it was literally a hot dog bun with relish on it. And that was the sandwich.
That doesn't sound horrible to me.
It wasn't good. Like, I'll tell you this right now. But she's like, it's good. I mean, that's, at the time, that's what we could afford, but it is what it is. Anyway, we're going to do the chip a little bit later, but also Borelli, obviously Trace will be in here with me. He's
Martin
ready to rock and roll.
Food of the gods, beans on toast.
Absolutely not, Martin. The inside joke, though, with Martin was I looked at Jeremy, I go, guess who was the first comment today? And he goes, yeah, Martin. So shout out to Martin. But Borelli, what we're going to do is we actually have a beer pong table set up. So Trace and I are both going to eat the chip. And then if you make the cup, you get to take a spoonful of Greek yogurt. If you miss, you don't get to have anything. So hopefully we can play.
Miguel, if you're going to be a dick, I'm just going to put you in timeout.
I didn't see the comment, so it is what it is.
It wasn't worth reading, but just letting you know, if you're coming here and you're trying to be mean, then
Zahn says, Martin's my guy. Yeah, everyone say goodbye to Miguel. I mean, we do these shows to have a good time. I'll say this. If you have enough time in your day or hate in your heart to I don't know, rip on somebody you've never met. Life's too short to do that. I'll say that. There's just way too much good. Even though I didn't see the comment. That was on Jeremy. So everyone, shout out to Chugs for doing it. All right, I got one more here. This one's for Knackered Irishman. I bet we could get Trizzy to take some too. Trizzy, big drinking guy. What up, Jaime Alvarado Sr.? How about this? If you're a real one, I want to know real quick how long you've been subscribed to the Raiders Report. We're going to give some shout-outs, and then we'll tell you the latest news and rumors going on here around the Raiders. Hannah, love you guys for doing what you do. I mean, I'll tell you this. If it was up to me, we would go live every day. The problem is, and I'm hoping at one point our studio spaces grow. Like, there was, 5 years ago that we had one computer. Now we have, 10, 11? So we have a lot more to be able to do more content. But I hope that there's a day where my day, every single day, Chugs' day is we're here, we're live, and we're just doing the most random shit we possibly can and talking about Raiders. Like, that would be the dream come true. So, all right. Can you give some shout-outs for people for how long?
Let's see. Cameron Sproul,
they've
2
been here.
years. Vincenzo, 3 years. Hawk Biggins, year and a
Knackered
half.
Irishman, cheers to you.
Let's see. Keith, since 2018. I Am Punchy, long time. Jaime Alvarado, day 1. Brian Darr just said 10K. That's a flex right there. Since 10K. Buzz-O-Matic, 2 years, 209. I don't even remember. Knackered Irishman says long time. Let's see. Dan King, 65K. Raider Rog, 3 years. Oaktown, 77, 2 years. Richard Renz, since day 1.
He's probably not wrong there.
But one of the first subs.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you could make the argument that he created the Raiders Report.
But before him, the Raiders Report was just a glimmer in his eye.
I mean, I was a just win baby. No? You didn't like it? All right. It didn't land. Chugs wasn't a fan of the joke. It's fine.
It wasn't a bad joke.
Queen Sarah. I kind of like that nickname. I mean, we have Lord Buddy Bear. You guys good for Demon Sarah Otto? Queen Sarah Otto? I'm in. Queen Sarah? Lord Buddy Bear and Queen Sarah Otto. I kind of like it. I like it.
Brian Darr just says, this is how long I've been here. Get a pick.
Get a pick was, for those that don't know, get a pick was a stick that we used to do where if you literally didn't have a picture, so I would say, Knackered Irishman, get a picture. Cameron Sproul, get a picture. And what I used to do is I would Google Knackered Irishman, and the very, very first picture I would get, we would crop it and we would put it as your new picture. So we could do that. Raider X, since Chucky Head was a thing. Yeah, I kind of wish Gruden ended up working out because I loved the Chucky Head look.
Yeah.
It was like how the show started. Now we got the Just Win babies for obvious reasons, but hey, it is what it is.
Because of Gmail.
Yeah, Jesus. The mailing system lets me down again. I got a real bone to pick with USPS. I'll tell you that right now. If anybody finds my passport laying around, please give it to me because they lost it. Not happy about it.
All right. You ready to start?
Since Mitch was wearing suits. I'm ready to get this show going. First one is going to be presented by The Scape. The Scape. Oh, wait a minute. Since before Mitch started drinking from John Butts, and that's a 20. That's a shot ski for you. Funny background story here real quick, and then we'll get into the latest rumors around Jacobs, Hendon Hooker, all that good stuff. I also see a super chat in there from Sergeant Fighter. Been sub since around 4K. Also, I will always respect the 222. 4K. What's cool is YouTube does have this new feature that you can go back and you can look at all your old subs and when they subscribed. So I've been trying to go back and figure out who were the OGs. But John, funny story behind this is John sent me a video yesterday, multiple videos of him doing boots. So the first boot that he did was 16 seconds, and then the second boot that he did was 13 seconds. and he's trying to get in shape to take on Chugs this Saturday. He said Al Davis is going to take down Chugs.
So
it's not going to happen.
And like I said, I want to have fun there. So
Yeah.
I'm only doing one boot, John.
One boot, and then we're going to time it.
We're going to time it. I'm going to do one boot because I don't want to get sick at a Raiders event. I don't think it's a good look, especially if there's kids there and stuff. I don't want to be like,
yeah, no.
like, I'm doing one boot. I'm going to do it for the people. Maybe we wait like 30 or so minutes after we get there. Talk to some people, get some people set in, maybe get a crowd.
We're gonna hop out of the Uber and Butson's just gonna be like, here you go. No, I mean we're gonna have a few. Obviously, we'll have a few drinks, talk a little Raiders. I mean, I'm probably gonna do I'll probably do a boot. Chugs will do a boot. We'll save those times, and then if people want to end up trying to take us down, I mean, you got a lot better chance of beating my time. 20 seconds, 25-ish seconds is usually where I'm around.
If you're around the Dallas area.
Hey, if you're around the Dallas area, there you go. Saturday, even if you're not.
If you want to fly in, come see us.
Take a drive. I literally told my dad, and I'm like, here's the address. He was like, if I was closer, I would drive there. And I was like, how much closer? So apparently to him, my dad's kind of crazy. He'll drive like 2.5, sometimes 3 hours a day to work. That's like where he goes to work around. So he doesn't mind driving. That's too long for me. Like if I got to drive over an hour, I'm out.
Wait, every day he drives over an hour.
There's some day, like he does like different jobs. He's goes to like different sites. But there's some times where he'll have to drive 3 hours to work every day. And he'll do that for a month. Loves it.
I could not.
Loves it.
Bro, you know who would love that? Petey.
Really? Dude, I hate driving.
Because he's a psychopath. He listens to Pardon My Take on his drive. His drive's only 5 minutes long because he lives right next to the office.
Yeah.
So he's, I shit you not, 3 months behind listening.
That's insane.
So he refuses to skip forward. So he is just listening 5 minutes at a time, chipping away.
He's going to be, I mean, when he finds out that the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, he's going to be devastated.
He told me the episode he just listened to was the Mavericks just traded for Kyrie.
Oh, my God. I could never do that. I'll tell you that right now. I could never do that. Got one more super chat.
We actually have two.
Two more. You want to get them in the mailbag?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and hit it right after this segment and into the mailbag.
All right. Sounds good to me. Coming up right now here on the Raiders Report, we're going to be doing Raiders rumors, a mailbag, and then we're going to be doing the one chip challenge. You ready? You ready to get the clap? Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. Coming up here on today's show, some trade rumors around Josh Jacobs, and then the latest draft news around Hendon Hooker and some other top 30 visits. If you don't already know, man, you got to get started with our sponsor, Manscaped. Head on over to manscaped.com. Use code Raiders for 20% off and free shipping on the best male grooming products out there. On today's show, we got Josh Jacobs trade rumors, Hendon Hooker visit, top 30 visits. I got all of the players that the Raiders have officially met with or are going to be meeting with. So the reason why I'm doing this show today, the biggest reason, there's been a lot of speculation around Jacobs. You know, I always say, when there's smoke, there's fire. And I really hope that there was no fire around our star running back, number 28. CBS released an article today, and it was titled 2023 NFL Draft Trade Candidates, 14 big-name veterans who could be moved. The player that they listed for the Raiders was the Rushing King. Here's exactly what CBS had to say. Technically, he locked in for 2023 under the franchise tag, but that doesn't mean the Raiders wouldn't field or solicit interest in the event a future long-term deal is unlikely. Coach Josh McDaniels, remember, hails from the Patriot system that deploys multiple backs, even if he did lean heavily on Jacobs in 2022. And the veteran teased dissatisfaction with the current regime after Darren Waller's exit this offseason. Moving the 25-year-old workhorse would instantly save Vegas $10 million. Now, one of the biggest question marks around the Raiders with Jacobs entering the 2022 season is they declined his fifth-year option. Historically, that's right, this regime has not paid running backs, and you go back and you look at a lot of teams that have paid running backs after their first few seasons, it usually doesn't come into fruition. He is only 25 years old. He's an incredibly talented back. Nobody's ever going to dispute that. However, though, the question remains out there is, if the Raiders do not plan on extending Jacobs, what does that mean? What if he wants the extension? What if he's like, give me an extension or I'm out? Jacobs literally said, if you're going to franchise tag me, you better build this team up around me. How many people out there think that the Raiders have built this team star-studded around Jacobs? The offense might have gotten better, but has the defense? That question still remains to be seen. In terms of some Josh Jacobs trade destinations, according to CBS, they have the Buffalo Bills, which I think is a team that makes sense. If the Raiders and Bills make a trade, I actually think Ed Oliver is involved in that. If the Arizona Cardinals, imagine if Jacobs is involved in the trade that gets you up to 3, then you don't have to give up nearly the amount of picks. What if you swap 3, 7, Josh Jacobs, and then you threw in a third-round pick? Would that be more enticing? The Seattle Seahawks, another team that apparently has shown some interest in Jacobs. So what I always do on this show is I give you my opinion with different rumors out there. And we use the just win baby heads. We used to use the Chucky heads. So 0 means that this rumor never going to happen. So I want to know from all y'all tuned in right now, how many just win babies on the Raiders trading away Josh Jacobs? If it's 1, it's a small shred of truth, 25% chance of happening. 2 just win babies, 50% people are talking. 3 just win babies, it's pretty likely, 75% chance. 4 just win babies, believe it, baby, it's going to happen. So I want to know, this is going to be the pinned comment on today's show, so this is the most important question that I need all of y'all to answer. How many just win babies on the Raiders trading away your star running back, Josh Jacobs? My answer is 1 just win baby. Is it impossible? No, absolutely not. The NFL has showed me, the Raiders have shown me, that literally anything is possible. But do I anticipate that the Raiders want Jacobs this season? Of course I do. Just because CBS linked them to a draft day trade, I get it. I make videos, I make articles. It's a name that's popping up. There is a report out there that Jacobs might not sign his franchise tender and when the Raiders begin their offseason program, therefore he won't be there. Cool. The most important date that you need to look for Raider fans for Jacobs and his franchise tag is technically a date that the NFL hasn't even released yet, but it's going to be somewhere between July 15th, July 16th, July 17th. And if he doesn't sign his franchise tag by then, that means he's probably going to be sitting out. That's going to be a bigger issue. We know Jacobs wants a contract extension, as he should. Coming off career year, over 2,000 total yards, and for a lot of running backs, the chance for you to cash in, get that big-time payday, really probably only comes once in a career. So Jacobs is looking at this season like, all right, man, I want to get that money. McDaniels this offseason also said that he wants Jacobs to be a part of the long-term plan. The problem with that is, I don't know how many people believe what comes out of McDaniels' mouth, right? Because where that quote McDaniels said of he wants Jacobs around for the long term, this offseason, McDaniels also said that Darren Waller is going to be a big part of their team. What I know from this regime is this: if you're not going to buy in, they're not afraid to move on from you. So if Jacobs wants to buy in and he wants to be a Raider, he's going to be a Raider. That might mean playing under the franchise tag. If he doesn't want to play under the franchise tag, and that might result and then ultimately and end up being a trade. This is my thing, though. If the Raiders want to sell me on Jimmy Garoppolo, if they want to sell me on the idea of getting a young running back, what's the best friend for a young running back? Having a star-studded guy that you could be able to hand the ball to, right? If you have a young quarterback, whether that be a Hendon Hooker, an Anthony Richardson, a Will Levis, a C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, hell, if you want to even take a quarterback in next year's draft, you better have a good running game. So for me, I personally would give Jacobs a 3-year extension and backload the shit out of it. What do I mean by that? First, before I show you the exact contract breakdown that I would give Jacobs, I want you to have the understanding of, right now, here are the highest paid running backs per year, okay? This isn't what they make this season. It is in the case for Pollard, Barkley, and Jacobs because they're on the franchise tag. This is how much money these running backs signed their contracts per year when the deal ultimately went down. So if I'm Jacobs, if I'm the Raiders, I'm trying to get this deal done before Saquon Barkley and the New York Giants. So this would be the contract extension I would offer Jacobs. It's a 3-year total at $38.4 million. So the first year is at $8 million. So if you're the Raiders, you save about $2 million. You save a little bit of money. Cool. All great. Then in 2024 and 2025, it's 15.2. The reason why I constructed the contract this way, it's actually the way the Raiders have done a lot of their deals this offseason. If you look at the Jacoby Myers deal, 3 years, $33 million, 20% of his contract was here. Then they backloaded it. If I'm the Raiders, I guarantee him 2023, because if you franchise tag him, it's guaranteed anyway. I'm also going to guarantee Jacobs 2024. However, I am a believer that this regime was given 2023 and 2024. So if he wants to make 15.2, he's got to earn it. That part of that deal is not going to be guaranteed if I was the one offering Jacobs his contract extension. Coming up next here on the Raiders Report, Hendon Hooker in Vegas. I mean, that title alone sells it, right? Hooker in Las Vegas, and if you plan on meeting up with a Hooker in Las Vegas, I think you should go check out Manscaped. Head on over at manscaped.com, 20% off and free shipping on the best male grooming products out there. I know a lot of people a lot of times get afraid of tax season. I don't know about you. When tax season rolls around for me, I like it. I go on TurboTax, not a sponsor, and I always get a little bit of money back. I am also a big believer in spending money that I think is going to be a healthy and good investment. I promise you this, to all the guys out there watching, hell, even for the women out there. Savannah, you want to get married to Patrick B? Make sure that he's shaved below the belt, because I don't want you to get down there and you're rocking with some insane George W. So because Manscaped has the best male grooming products out there, the Lawnmower 4.0, the ball deodorant. I'll tell you what, you probably should have put some ball deodorant on your butthole the other day. But no matter what, if you get down there, you need to be smelling great. They got the Weed Whacker for all the crappy nose hairs. We have an unbelievable deal going on right now with Manscaped at manscaped.com. Use promo code Raiders. We're going to make it available for you guys in the comments and in the description. Personally, I recommend the Performance Package. Patrick B., it's all love, my guy. But seriously, I recommend products that you guys should go out and try. Manscaped's been a loyal sponsor here on the Raiders Report for a very long time. Why? Their products worked. And they're also, I'm not going to lie, they're designed to help y'all out. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Let's get it happen. Let's talk about Hendon Hooker here on the Raiders Report. He is visiting with the Silver and Black, and this is going to be an official top 30 visit. It's going to be on Friday. The Raiders have met with all of the top quarterbacks, but I did a show 2 months ago, and I told y'all I was given information by a source that I trust very much so that said if he was willing to bet on which quarterback would be the most likely that the Raiders draft, it's Hendon Hooker. Why? Because when healthy, if he would have been healthy, if he didn't tear his ACL, he probably would go in the first round. Because of that, though, the Raiders could potentially be looking at a QB at pick number 38. So the visit, it does mean something. If you're looking at other top 30 visits for the Raiders on the offensive side of the football, these are the names that are official at the time that I am filming right now. C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis, Hendon Hooker, Aiden O'Connell, and then Jalen Duncan are the 7 offensive players that the Raiders have officially met with or will meet with for their top 30 visits so far. On the defensive side of the football, a lot of cornerbacks, which realistically shouldn't surprise many people because the Raiders need a lot of help in the secondary. When you look at Kelly Ringo, that's a second-round prospect. Joey Porter Jr., that's a first-round prospect. Carrington Valentine, to me, he's probably more of a day 3 guy, though there's some people that have him viewed a little bit higher. Julius Brents, that's a day 2 prospect. Deonta Banks, he's round 1, round 2. Tyreek Stevenson from Miami, he's a day 2 guy, round 2, round 3. They met with Jalen Carter on Wednesday. Brian Branch, the top safety. Jamie Robinson, a do-it-all safety. Jason Taylor II, safety from Oklahoma State. Tyree Wilson, one of the best edge rushers. Dayon Henley, he's a day 2 linebacker. If you can get him in day 3, you love it. Jack Campbell, 13 defensive players so far that the Raiders have met with. So, if you're doing your math at home with me, 30 visits, 20 are locked and loaded. When it comes to Hooker, though, I do think that he would be able to execute the Josh McDaniels system. I really believe it. From people who I know that know Hooker, extremely intelligent quarterback. He's going to get in there and he's going to do the work. The only reason why people are scared of him, the only reason why I'm scared of him is he's almost 26 years old and he's got the ACL injury. However, when you look at what the deal is with Jimmy Garoppolo, you know that the quarterback that they bring in this season probably isn't going to play regardless unless it's Bryce Young, unless it's CJ Stroud. After that, they're going to sit. And if Hendon Hooker has a year to learn with Brian Hoyer, with Josh McDaniels, Jimmy Garoppolo, I actually like that idea if you're able to get him at a cheaper price. Lance Zierlein, one of the best in the biz on his draft analysis on the Tennessee quarterback, said, Hooker's age and ACL tear will be starting points for many draft conversations, but the most important question to be answered is whether he can thrive outside of the Tennessee offense. Hooker was frequently a half-field reader, which means he could lean on spacing, speed, and or route combinations to make life easier. He's more accurate outside the numbers than between the hashes, and his deep ball placement was much more uneven than expected. However, Hooker plays with excellent poise and footwork as a pocket passer. He will make quarterback coaches and play callers happy with his adherence to keeping plays on schedule. He is still showing signs of improvement and growth at the position, and his ability to hurt teams with his legs creates opportunities to help his offense outside of what he does in the pocket. His recovery from the ACL tear will require monitoring, but he has the talent to become a starter in a timing-based spread offense. So when I look at all of that, I see a quarterback that I hear timing offense. That's the most important thing in a Josh McDaniels style of offense, that he's going to be able to get the play and he's going to be able to execute the play. That's what the analysis is on Hooker, and honestly, that's what I see on tape as well. He's a good player. He had a chance to win the Heisman, and it's really, really unfortunate that he tore his ACL because before that Alabama game, he was the front runner in my book to win the Heisman. He brought Tennessee football back. He is a great leader. He's up there in age, and that's probably the biggest knock on him, the ACL as well. But to me, Josh McDaniels needs somebody that is able to execute the offense, that is a good pocket passer, that has the ability when he gets the play, he's going to be able to do it. And that's what Hooker's ability is. So if you like that idea, then you probably like going out and getting Hendon Hooker. My question to you is this. When you look at the Raiders draft picks, there's no chance in hell I want him at 7. No chance in hell I would even want him in the first round. But if he's on the board at pick 38, he's not falling to pick 70. If he does, you know, I'll eat crow on that one. Raiders have pick 70. Would you want to draft Hendon Hooker in the second round at pick 38? Give me a yes or give me a no. My answer is I'm actually good if the Raiders pass on Hooker. I talked Hendon up, and I think he is a good player. However, to me, if the Raiders are unable to get a Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, I'd rather you wait. The Las Vegas Raiders have so many holes on the defensive side of the football that if you can go and get a late-round quarterback, maybe it's a Jay Kaner, maybe it's a Jug just said DTR. I don't think he fits the McDaniel scheme, but I like him as a prospect. If you can go out and get an Aiden O'Connell, a quarterback that you can get in the 5th round, because you got 3 5th-round picks, 141, 144, and then 171 or 174, one of those. Like, that's where I would invest on a quarterback, because what I don't want the Raiders to do is you take a quarterback so high in the draft that it almost cripples you for in 2024 that if you take Hendon Hooker in round 2, I'm worried then that McDaniels or Ziegler would be like, oh, we're not going to take a Caleb Williams. We're not going to take a Drake May. We're not going to take a quarterback in a class that's a lot better for next season. If Hooker somehow falls to you in round 3, I'm a value man. I'm going to take that deal. But at pick 38, this team has too many holes on the defensive side of the football to take a quarterback at pick 38. That's just my 2 cents. Before I leave you all today, if anybody wants to hang out with Jeremy, Chugs, and I, You can hook up with us. That sounds weird. You can meet us April 15th, Saturday, at this address. We're going to have some beer bongs. We're going to have some boots. We're going to talk some Raiders. I actually was just talking to Graphic Raider earlier this morning, and I said, you still hanging out with us? He said, yeah, I got you guys. So Graph's going to be pulling up as well. I just want to be able to hang out, have a good time. I can't wait for this weekend. I've been anxiously waiting. So there's the date. There's the address. Make sure you show up if you live near the Dallas area. And if you haven't subscribed yet, take a second. Hit that big old red button underneath this video that says subscribe. Make sure you're tuning in because we're doing live shows Tuesday, Thursday, which is our challenge day, and shout out the Tri-Van next week on our live Tuesday show. For those of you that are missing this live show, it's Jeremy and I have to eat 500 grams of broccoli. We tried to do some other stuff for 420. Boston said no, so I felt broccoli was close enough. That's the reason to subscribe. Raiders news, Raiders rumors, also having a good time. Cheers to all of y'all, and enjoy your Thursday. All right, Chuggy Bowl. How many just win babies on the Raiders trading Josh Jacobs? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I had to ask you right now, what's your vote?
Ooh. You're not going to like my answer.
I'm not.
I'm going to go 2. Only because Josh Jacobs was pretty adamant that he wanted this team to compete this year.
Okay.
With Jimmy G, with the moves that were made in free agency, I just don't know if it's enough to get out of the AFC. And I think Josh Jacobs really wants to win. I know he loves the Raiders. He has a shield tattooed.
Oh, he wants to be a Raider.
He wants to. But I have to admit, me and Mitch, we went live for about 30 hours during free agency week. Raiders Report as a whole went live for 40 hours during the week. There was multiple tweets where I was like, is he pissed? Is he mad? Because he seemed like he was not happy during free agency week. Right after the Waller trade, right after all the signings, it did not look like he was happy with the Raiders. Obviously, that's in the moment. That just happened. But could I see him being like, after the draft, especially like crazy scenario, if the Raiders draft Jahmyr Gibbs in the second round?
That'd be insane. I mean, then again, they drafted 2 running backs. They've been making sure that they still have backs. I would say it literally just comes down to this. It comes down to Josh wanting a contract extension. If the Raiders say 0% chance we give you a contract extension, Josh then fires back with, if you're not going to extend me, trade me. That's what it comes down to.
And see, that's why I'm saying, like, one, he doesn't seem like he's thrilled about the movement of the team this offseason. And 2, he wants to get paid. And if we're talking about, the Las Vegas Patriots, the Patriot way, Josh McDaniels, what's the last running back that the Patriots gave big money to? Nobody.
No, they haven't.
So if he's going to keep that trend going, especially him and Ziegler, both with the Patriots, Ziegler wasn't giving any big money to running backs.
No, I mean, Stephen Ridley had a season where he had almost 15 touchdowns. LeGarrette Blount had a year where he had about 18. Hell, I mean, you're looking at a regime that Jonas Gray, if you remember this name, he had 200 rushing yards, got benched the next week.
Texas high school football legend.
It was like they don't pay running back. So I do, and I hope that if it comes down to either trade me or something else, I just think, though, if you're the Raiders, if you're the Raiders and you have Jacobs, I hope that if this conversation happens, it happens before the 2023 NFL draft.
Yeah.
Because if you go after the draft, Jacobs says that whole thing that I just said, Raiders said, cool, we're going to trade you anyway, and then you don't have anybody to replace Jacobs this season and you get a second-round pick in next year's draft, that's going to piss people off.
Oh, 100%.
That's a huge loss.
And the other reason why I think it's 2, this running back class, very deep in this year's draft. There's a ton of good running backs.
Ton of good backs.
So I could see if Jacobs pushes his hand, if he's like, pay me or else, they're like, you know what? I'd rather go get Zach Charbonnet in the 4th.
I mean, when you invest the amount of money that they have already had in the running back position, like they have other rookies. Like they have Zamir White.
Be like, all right, well, we'll just pair a rookie with Zamir White, see what happens.
I mean, you brought back Amir Abdullah, you got Brandon Bolden, you're going to have Sincere McCormick. Like, they have backs. It'll be interesting.
We had a Sincere Truther on the show 2 weeks ago. He was, I don't remember who it was. If you're in the chat, reveal yourself.
Graf loves Sincere McCormick.
Maybe it was Graf. Maybe it was somebody that came over whenever
Sincere's
Graf
a good
was
back. I think Sincere McCormick is a better running back.
Maybe it was Graf. He was saying...
He's a better back than Britton Brown. Hell, when I watch him, I still think Zamir White is a better polished guy right now.
I think it was Graf. I think Graf was trying to tell me Sincere McCormick, he could be a stud.
He's a very talented running back.
Kid from UTSA, right?
Yes. I know Graf likes him a lot. I like him a lot too, though.
Go Mean Green.
Hey, shout out to y'all. All right, we got a super chat rolling in from Knackered Irishman. I was at nearly every Raider game from the late 90s until they left. I have stories of many tailgates. Saw a dude get hot and faced with taco. Get hot and faced with taco.
Dude, what does that mean?
I said there's a lot of different.
Saw dude get
hot and faced with taco.
I want to say punched in the face.
Yeah, maybe. Knackered Irishman. I'll say this. The 3 Raiders tailgates I went to were all legendary, and they're...
Oh, saw a dude get hit in the face with a taco.
Okay. I mean, that probably makes more sense. I will say this. There is a chance this season that Chugs and I might get to go out to Vegas during game week. So keep that. It's something on the back burner. We won't be there game day because we still got to do these shows here. But the week, like the Friday, Saturday before a game day, there's at least a 2 just win babies chance that Chugs and I are out there. So if anybody's planning on going to some games, we'll let you know. Let's go to Michael. What up, brother? Hey, guys. Passing. You guys on Highway 287 heading to Houston.
H-Tine.
Trucking along, listening to you guys. Here's one on me, Chugs. Let's hear it. Raiders! What up, Michael? So how close is that to where we are at? Like, actually, 287. You're probably more familiar with this area. If you're not, you're not. I have no idea.
I'm guessing 287 is, I think that's going from...
How close is that to 75?
I think that's
because the highway right behind our office is 75.
I think that's on the other side of Dallas. I think that's like if you're going through Waco. Correct me if I'm wrong, Michael. I think that's like you're going through Waco and going down that way to Houston.
I gotcha.
Which might make sense if you're making a couple different stops.
I gotcha.
I think that's because I usually just take 75 to 45 all the way down to Houston whenever I go. But if you go the other way through Waco, you can go through Waco and I believe College Station that way.
Okay. Wildman wants to know if Borelli is here, though he said David Borelli. I think he mixed David Zahn.
Tip of the tongue.
And Borelli in one. Michael, let's go to Yo Raider.
Yo Raider!
At least 4 years. Love the show. I'm coming to Texas in May for my B-Day. Would love to get a beer with you. I also have a favor to ask. Please check your Instagram messenger and let me know if it's a possibility. All right, hang on a second.
Oh, my Instagram.
Is it your Instagram or mine? Also, that's 2 shots for you there, Mr. Chuggy Bull. I'll see if, is it your IG or my IG? Let me see. The problem is, all right, is this Yo Raider? All right, I got it. All right, I got this.
Yeah. We're going to do a mailbag and then the chip. Yo Raider. I mean, yeah. Mitch can... Dude, you have the message?
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I helped out Graf getting his channel started in terms of just like, what does it take?
If you're just looking for, I guess, pointers or tips.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to give pointers or tips. I mean, at the end of the day,
Just the
I would
tips.
say to anybody who wants to create a YouTube channel, top thing is be consistent, right? Like, make sure that your audience can rely on you and that you just know deep down, like, if you actually, like, want to try to, like, make this thing work, no off days. It's just, you know, whatever happens, it happens. Be consistent and then talk about something that you, like, genuinely love to talk about.
And you gotta be flexible, because if we learned anything from the Raiders, from the NFL, from sports in general, news can happen at any time, any place, any day.
Yeah.
And you gotta be ready.
Yeah, you gotta always be ready. No doubt about it. That's also 2 shots for you. Hate to do it to you, but gotta do it to you. We got 500 people tuned in right now. Patrick B, like it's a job? Laugh out, dude. I mean, this is our job.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times people like don't believe me still to this day that
Dude,
this is what our job
I don't
is,
know
but
if, I don't
it
know
is.
if Alex has this problem, but Danny always says it's so hard whenever people are like, "Oh, what does your fiance do?" And she's trying to explain to them what I do, and she has to like show them videos and stuff. Because she's like, "Oh, he's on YouTube," and they're like, "Okay, but like, what does he do for a job?"
I mean, when I first started here at Chat Sports and I would tell people, like, I make videos, like, we're on Facebook and we just started YouTube, that was more of a difficult conversation because, you know, at the time we had like 2,000 subs. So people were like, what the hell do you guys do? Like,
Yeah.
What is this? But Alex now has said that it's basically like if you were to mesh ESPN, Barstool Sports all together in one, live on YouTube with interactive content. If anything, like me, I'm just like, yeah, I make YouTube videos about the Raiders. Like, if you want to check it out, you can go check it out.
For me, it's more complicated because then it's like, "Oh, are you on screen?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm also behind the screen pushing buttons. They're like, "Well, what buttons do you push?"
Yeah, it's
like, yeah, there's.
It's an answer I can't even give you.
I have to get out the sticky notes like Brett does and tell him previews and ties.
Zahn said that your main job is that you scare him with your feet. You can just tell people that.
Dude, are you talking about? Zahn, are you talking about this foot? You talking about this foot, Zahn? Zahn, are you talking about this foot?
Oh man,
Hey,
I can't.
tell me to bend. Tell me to bend.
Big toe. Oh, let's go. There's one person out there that took a screenshot. We know who you are. We know who you are.
Raider Savvy 420.
He's not talking about your foot. He's talking about the guy that took the screenshot. Put it away. This is a kid-friendly show. Put it away. All right, y'all. Coming up here.
Hey, Zahn, first one's for free.
First one here is going to be a mailbag, and then we will finally do the chip challenge. I just threw up in my mouth.
No, read the one right above it.
I'm so glad I don't have a scratch and sniff phone. Dude. We just slapped the Mr. Yuck sticker right on it. All right, mailbag time here. Coming up on the Raiders Report. So this is what's going to happen. If you got a question, a comment.
I was going to say, most of our...
It'll be questions. No super chats.
Most of our super chats have not been Raiders questions.
Correct.
So if you want to get a question in,
Get it popping.
now would be the time.
Hashtag Raiders. Chug's main job is breaking records, drinking beer. How about you go to that super chat? No, never mind. Chug's main job is breaking records, drinking some beer, and happy dads. I think what we should try to do one day.
I'm not even kidding, though. We do need questions. We don't have a lot of
So we
Raiders
do
questions.
need hashtag Raiders questions right now if you
I'm not
guys
shitting
could. One thing that I would love to be able to do is time ourselves with how long it takes us to do a like a truly boot, happy dad boot,
Yeah.
a light beer boot, and just what if that was like a challenge that we tried to do? Oh yeah. Is that Martin?
Yes.
Let's go. Hang on. Is that on? Did he tweet it at you or did he tweet it at me?
I think he tweeted it. I don't know. Maybe both of us?
Also,
Yes,
yo
both of
Raiders,
us.
when are you going to be in Dallas? He said May. I know I have a trip in May, so I don't want to miss it. He sent it to both of us?
Yeah.
All right, hang on a second. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. It's good stuff right there. It's good stuff right there. All right, Jugs. You ready?
I think so. Yep. Keep on getting those questions in using hashtag Raiders. We might have enough to start now.
Well, I think we'll have enough to at least get it going. And
Yeah.
then you guys, we can answer a few more as they continue to roll in. After this, it's the one chip challenge. So hopefully y'all are ready to go. Ready to go. Also, Super Chats, you get to skip the line. You're guaranteed to get on. And then once we start the one chip challenge, I don't know what's from there on out, man.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll go from there.
Are
You ready?
Jinx, you owe me a soda?
All right, you owe me a bite of the chip. Here we go. Coming up right now, a Raiders mailbag. Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and today's mailbag is sponsored by RexMD. If you don't know what RexMD is, let's just say if you have a hard time getting hard, RexMD is going to help you out with that. Go to rexmd.com/chat. That link's going to be available for you guys in the comments and in the description of today's show. Guy who never has a problem, Patrick B. What do we see this year from Diablo and Kuntz? Hopefully, you see a good version of the Divine Diablo. Coming out as a rookie, I had high hopes that he could be that safety linebacker blend, has dealt with some injuries. I don't think that you're going to get too much work out of Malcolm Kuntz this upcoming season, if I'm being 100% honest. The problem is with both of these players, neither of them are Josh McDaniels, Dave Ziegler guys. Because Divine Diablo's position is essentially very, very limited, he is going to get some work. He needs to get better in terms of being a pass protector. He's done a lot better job of covering against the run. From Kuntz, I mean, this is a dude that played only 70 snaps last season. I personally believe that he deserves more reps, and if this is the current Raiders defensive line, that he's going to get more reps. We don't know exactly what they're going to do in the draft yet, but if Chandler Jones, who's also dealing with some injuries, Kuntz has that ability. It's just, is he going to get the opportunity? Next one, rolling in here from David Gonzalez. Gentlemen, okay, how do you believe the sale of the Commanders will impact the league? I mean, I'll say this. The Commanders, good for them, right? I mean, Dan Snyder's a shitbag, so I'm glad that he's out there. It's like, what, somewhere a little over $6 billion. When I think of this, I ultimately think of how much the Raiders would sell for. So I know it's not a question. I want to know how much right now, if Mark Davis sold the Raiders, how much do you think it would go for? Let me know your answers down there. For me, if the Commanders are going for 6, I think the Raiders could get a lot closer to 10. Honest to God, because of their location and because of the history there. Let's go to NX88. Could the Raiders trade for Montez Sweat? I do think that Sweat is actually a player that could potentially be on the board. And then if I'm the Raiders, like most realistic option to me, where the Commanders are at pick 16. The Raiders are at 7. If Washington wanted to trade up with Las Vegas to go up and get a quarterback, and they didn't want to give up as much draft capital, if the Commanders offered me 16 Montez Sweat and a first-round pick in next year's draft on top of, I don't know, you throw in another second-rounder in next year's draft, I'd be kind of on board for that because I do think he's a hell of a player. What do you think, though? Should the Raiders trade for edge Montez Sweat? Give me a T. Give me a P for pass. If you're just like, no, we're just going to go out and get him outright, you better be ready to give up some draft cap because he is one of the better edge rushers in the NFL. Let's go to Alex. What's up, brother? Would they consider drafting Kalijah Cansey? Would they consider it? Absolutely. The problem is, where exactly does he go? He's not necessarily a player that I believe deserves to go in the top 10. If he's available at 38, sign me the hell up. I love him. He's a great defensive tackle. In terms of my overall favorite prospect, He was the guy that I mentioned as my overall favorite prospect months ago because in mock drafts, you're able to get him in the 3rd round. He's worked with Patrick Graham at the Senior Bowl. He's my 3rd-ranked defensive tackle. He's actually probably my 2nd-ranked defensive tackle, right ahead of Brian Brissy. Now, if you guys don't already know, our sponsor, RexMD, I need you to listen up right now. Go to rexmd.com/chat. I'm going to tell you why all the males out there, maybe even some females, need to listen up. Fellas, do you sometimes lack confidence in the bedroom? We've all had those nights where we get too nervous or maybe had too much to drink. There's nothing worse than not being able to put the stick shift into drive when you need it the most. But have no fear, RexMD is here, spreading cheer even when you've had too many beers. RexMD is FDA approved and the most trusted leader in men's telehealth. They have sponsored the Raiders Report to help you always be prepared. RexMD has made it simple, easy, and cost-effective to help all men out there last longer and feel more confident in the bedroom. RexMD makes getting generic and branded Viagra or Cialis easy. Everything's online, even the prescription, and they deliver it discreetly to your door. No waiting rooms, no embarrassing trips to the doctor, no insurance, and no co-pays. Take advantage of their best deal they have ever offered and save up to 90% off and only pay $2 per dosage with our exclusive link. Go to rexmd.com/chat for this limited time deal. Starter packs of generic Viagra or Cialis are now available for our listeners to get started. That's rexmd.com/chat for up to 90% off. Also, for a lot of people out there that maybe don't have a hard time getting hard, if you do plan on working out, one of the other great parts of having that extra testosterone is, guess what? Helps you out in the gym because, from what I understand, I'm not quite there yet. But the older you get, the harder it is to make testosterone, and testosterone sometimes you need to get into shape. So if you're also trying to get into shape, it's a great product. So go put in a good lift and then, go lift up something else. Your girl, I don't know. RexMD.com/chat. Let's go to Brian Dar, 365. Raiders, one of our OG watchers here on the show. We got Martin. Everybody spam Martin. What are you most afraid of that McDaniels and Ziegler will do in the draft? Honest to God, the thing that I'm most afraid of is the Raiders trade away all of their draft capital either this year or next year for a quarterback that I don't think is worth trading it for. Like, McDaniels and Ziegler trade all the way up to number 2 and take, like, Tanner McKee. I don't know. They take a Hendon Hooker. They take somebody that I don't believe is even kind of worth it. That is my biggest fear. They're not only making a bad pick, but they're also giving up our future. Let's go to Robert Jansen, trade back. Go most all D this draft, giggity. We improved offense a bit, hashtag RexMD. Give rookie D draft class a year, then toss in the kitchen sink next year's draft for Mayer or Williams. This has kind of been my route as well, where I've said my perfect Raiders draft plan is you just go all in on defense. And if you want to trade back, and if let's just hypothetically say you want to trade back, and a lot of the picks that you get minus the first-round pick that you're trading back for, and you backload the shit out of that for 2024, which then allows you that ability to trade up and get one of those quarterbacks if they're available, you got to try to do that in my book. So, Robert, we're on the same page here. Let's go to Thomas. Watch your show all the time. You guys do great work. Cheers to you. We need to get a starter at all 3 levels of the defense from this year's draft. You're right. You need a defensive tackle, you need a linebacker, and you need a corner. All 3 levels. It's luckily is a very deep class in terms of those 3 positions. Defensive tackle gets a little bit weaker the later you go, but cornerback you got to get. And I mean you got to take a corner in my book with one of your first 3 picks. And I hope that the Raiders end up doing it. Let's go to Travis. Which late round quarterback is the most likely to be drafted? It's a good question. I mean, when I hear late round quarterback, I think day 3. So round 4, 5, 6, and 7. With that being said, if I were to put my money down, probably going to go with Aiden O'Connell out of Purdue. He's got a top 30 visit. The Raiders, I know for a long time, have liked him. They've been scouting him. And if you were to ask me which quarterback is the most likely, that the silver and black take, probably going to go with Aiden O'Connell out of Purdue in terms of being a late-round guy. Now, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you do. We got Raiders right tackle Jermaine Illuminor. He's going to be joining the Raiders Report on Friday, April 21st. We usually do happy hour. It might be a little bit different because we got a Raiders player on. But if you want to ask him questions, we're going to have super chats, the normal stuff that we always do here. But we're going to have a little bit of fun with Jermaine. I'm going to ask him some funny questions. So tune in, hit that subscribe button. Jermaine Illuminor joining the Raiders Report April 21st. Let's go to one of the GOATs here, Rebel Montana. Is Khalil Mack returning to the Raiders dead? Yeah, Khalil Mack's not coming back, man. I believe they restructured his contract with Los Angeles. Sounds like he's going to be a Charger, which it is what it is. Khalil Mack to the Raiders, very unlikely. Vincenzo. I heard the Raiders have a top 30 visit with Eastern Kentucky tight end Dakota Allen. Thoughts? I don't know if they have a top 30 visit with him. At least I haven't seen that one come across yet. I'll have to do a little bit of more homework. I am recording this on Thursday. They could have met with him at the Combine. They also could have met with him in general, like via Skype or whatnot. The top 30 visits are a little bit different. From what I understand, a top 30 visit with Dakota Allen has not happened. Let's go to Jack Stance, Patrick Queen, or Devin White. Patrick Queen, it's not close. I will continue to say that Devin White is one of the most overrated linebackers in the NFL. There's a report that came out on Thursday that apparently he's looking for 18 to 20 mil. I'll tell you this right now. I don't offer Devin White half of that. Like $9 to $10 million per year that would be my max. Like, people want to look at tackles. He's a good tackler. He's arguably the worst coverage linebacker in the NFL. I do not want Devin White. I'd offer a 4th-round pick for him. Baltimore ain't going to do that. Somebody needs to really send Devin White a real reality check. But who's the better player? Do you think it's Patrick Queen, or do you think it's Devin White? Type PQ for Queen, type DW for Devin White. If both of these players are available, I take Patrick Queen every single day. And again, not close. Let's go to Die Hard Raider Fan 365. Mitch, what's the odds of the Raiders of trading back and waiting until next year to get a quarterback in the first round? I mean, you're asking for it's a one just win, baby. Is it a 0% chance? No. Is it very likely? Also no, the way that odds work. Would I be happy with this, though? Yes. Yes, I would. Now, if you don't already know, you should check out Super Thanks. For those of you that can't necessarily join our live show, Super Thanks is basically a super chat for non-live video. So here's how you do it. You can donate outside of the live shows. Click the thanks icon. We obviously appreciate everyone. And if you do, guess what? Give you a shout out. Like Wrong Way. Thanks from Wrong Way. How about Raiders drafting best defensive player at 3? No. You do not trade up unless it's for a quarterback. If you're trading up for anybody outside of a quarterback, that also might be one of the dumbest things I would see people do. Let's go to Breezy. Thanks for always keeping us up to date with the latest news on the black and silver and black. I kind of messed it up. It's boot time at the TNBC Raider event this weekend. So for those of you that are watching this mailbag, I actually don't 100% know exactly when this is going to go out. But no matter what, Chugs and I, this Saturday, April 15th, we're going to be hanging out with the nation. It's a TNBC event. Over 100 of Raider fans there. It's going to be a hell of a time. And if I missed any of your questions on today's mailbag, remember, you can always hit me up on Instagram. You can always hit me up on Twitter. I'm at MitchellRenz365, just trying to keep you guys in the loop. Also, when I get free time, I'm going to be real with y'all. It's mainly when I'm dropping a number 2 or I'm taking Chuck on a walk. I'll scroll through, look at some messages, and I'll be able to interact with you guys. Appreciate everyone who tuned in to today's mailbag. And friendly reminder, we go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays here on the Raiders Report. Oh, man, all right. I think it's that time, Chugs. I think it's just about the time to get into the chip, which we'll do here in a second. My question for all of you, Jeremy's going to go get Trizzy Trace. We're going to get some of the other stuff for the chip challenge. Could you beat me in a beer shotgun race? If you think that you could, your opportunity is this weekend. We're going to be in Dallas, Texas, Chugs and I, in Denton. Do you think you could beat me? Beer shotgun race. No spillage. Corbin, no. Javier, hell no. David Gray, yes. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? 50-50 from El Loco. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm not, like, pound for pound, if somebody said, hey, who could drink 12 beers faster? Pound for pound, I'll take my chances. If it's just one beer, drinking it as quick as I can, probably not. It's a little different. I don't know if you can hear those guys in the background. They're doing the UFC guy voice. They might do it on today's show. Winford Day, yes, too easy. All right. Scott O'Brien, in my 20s, yes. Now, no. It's a good answer. It's a good answer. PG is going to go with no. Free Fly Jedi, probably. Jared also saying yes. All right, y'all. So, if you don't already know what's going to happen here on today's show is we're about to get into the One Chip Challenge presented by Wild 114. I'm kind of just waiting on Chugs. Told you.
It's time!
I need some Pepto. You're good.
Oh, I forgot the yogurt.
Yeah, go get the yogurt. Little Pepto. How much do you drink? A little bit. Does Pepto mix with Happy Dads? That's
I
the
was
real
going to say,
question.
Mitch, how much for a Pepto Bong?
A Pepto Bong? I mean, what do you mean? Just pouring it in? I'll make you a deal. Next 100 that comes in, I'll put a beer bong, I'll do a Happy Dad in the bong, and I'll add a shot of Pepto. How's that?
We have a couple super chats to get to really quick.
Yo, Raider, I'll hit you guys up in May. Much appreciated. Drinks on me, May 7th to the 13th. That's actually perfect. Because I leave for Cancun the 17th. So,
Nice.
17th to the 24th. So, yo, Raider, hit us up. What up, Alex? They need to draft Keanu Benton and Riley Moss. I love Keanu Benton. He's a hell of a defensive tackle from Wisconsin. And if he's on the board, round 3 is kind of where I would target him. And then Riley Moss, the cornerback out of Iowa. I'm going to say this right now. People can say what they want. If he wasn't white, he would get drafted higher. Like, he is an incredible athlete. I think it's the whole thing where some NFL teams, I think, were scared of Christian McCaffrey because he was a white running back. He is an unbelievable athlete and is a player that deserves to get drafted a lot higher. Yeah, put your spoons in there. What's up? He's doing the chip with me. Chris Gonzalez, Siaki Aka, I can never pronounce it. Ika, defensive tackle from Baylor. Noah Sewell, first 3 picks. What do you think? If Chris Gonzalez, that's an A+. To be honest, I wouldn't love the other 2. Noah Sewell to me is a player that continues to fall down my board, down my board, down my board. And then Ika, he's probably my 5th or 6th ranked defensive tackle. So if that was our first 3 picks, no, I wouldn't love it. It'd probably be a C grade for me overall. Who? P-A-Q-U-I. That's how you spell it. P-A-Q-U-I. A what? No, I don't see a trash can yet. Got another one rolling in from Mr. PG2869. What's also, are you going to be able to, when we start doing this cut, to drink the boot on air with us? Or how? Because Wild One wants you to do a boot while we're eating the chip. Okay, sounds good. PG, if you drink too much Pepto, it actually causes stomach pain. Raiders! I'll be honest, I've actually never had Pepto before. Okay. Kind of tastes good.
Yeah, it's like shitty bubble.
No, you know what it reminds me of? It's like those Valentine heart-shaped candies.
Yes, like chalky ass.
Yes, that's what it reminds me of. Okay. Yeah, I'll do the whole intro, all that kind of good stuff. All right, y'all. So basically, who? The Raiders have a new top 30 visit scheduled with Cal safety Daniel Scott.
Hey, Mr. Scott. What you gonna do?
T-Rose wanted to let you know banana actually works better than Pepto.
Well, I wish I had banana.
Yeah, right.
So Jeremy told Trace and I to go get bananas, and Trace got plantains, which, you know, when in Rome. It's like when somebody orders a Coke and you get him a Diet Coke. It's close.
It's like you got your pet. No, it's like an RC Cola.
It's close. I'll tell you what, the plantains we ate was weird. They were not great. Does that say cookie dough? It's cookie dough flavored whiskey.
It's so good. It's so good. Try it.
Cookie dough flavored whiskey. You guys ever heard of this?
Backpack. Yeah. Just bring the backpack. Yeah.
He was swearing by it whenever we went to watch the fight.
So good. It's so good. Tell me I'm wrong.
Bro.
Tell me I'm wrong.
So I love Screwball.
Good stuff.
This is
What did you say you mixed with it?
I did.
I would drink that on the rocks.
Dude, orange what? Orange bitters. Like when you like something you make old fashioned. Yeah, yeah.
That's really good.
Dude.
Yeah. El Loco, cookie dough whiskey, never heard of it. I mean, it does. If I were to make like a Christmas drink with it, pour that with a little rum chata. Oh, you're good. I will say, though, once we will have to, you can't leave your computer there. Okay. All right, y'all. So this is what's going to happen here. We're about to get into the one-chip challenge. This cut might be very similar to the gummy bear one. I've done the chip challenge before, but we are going to do it a little bit different than what we have done in the past. So I'll explain everything. It might take us 15, 20 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take. All I do know is that it's not really an easy thing to be able to do. If you love the Raiders, that's great. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Hit the like button. Jeremy and I, we do a lot of crazy stuff on this show. Heck, Trace, he's a Saints guy here at Chat Sports, but he's still willing to put the body on the line, the mouth on the line, giggity, to have a good time here with Raider Nation. So if you could, please make sure you do it. And yeah, I'm telling you what, I got to get that cookie dough whiskey. That's going to be a necessity. Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report, and coming up here on today's show, me and Trizzy Trace are going to be doing the Packy One Chip Challenge presented by, everyone spam it, Wild 114. So the background story and the reason why we are doing this, I went live on a Saints channel when Derek Carr ended up signing with New Orleans with Trace, and I said that Dak Prescott is a better quarterback than Derek Carr. If you want to react to that, you can. Wild One said he's going to make me pay. How does he do it? Well, we're going to be in the one chip. So my question to all of you out there is this. Who will handle the chip better? If you think it's me, type Mitch. If you think it's going to be Trizzy, type Trizzy. If you don't know what the one chip challenge is, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to read the warning label on the back. Do not eat if you are sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshades, or Capacin, I don't know what that is, or are pregnant or have any medical conditions. Keep out of the reach of children. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap and do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. Seek medical assistance should you experience difficulty breathing, fainting, or extended nausea. If you're wondering how hot the chip is, it is 2 million Scoville units, which is a lot hotter than a jalapeno pepper. So I got Trace. He's got his Derek Carr jersey on. And the way that we are going to do this one chip challenge is this. I'm going to take it out of the box. I'm going to split it in half. You're going to eat half. I'm going to eat half. Jeremy's going to do a boot because that's what Wild One wants. So when you're on Mount Raider more, well, a lot of times you get what you want. What do you got?
So y'all, we're going to do the chip.
You come up here. You can talk.
You're going to do the chip.
Yep.
And then I'm going to have you do a nice little sub-read.
Okay.
And then we can go ahead and play.
That sounds good. So
Let's do it.
What we're going to be doing here is we have a beer pong table set up over here, 6 cups. If you make the cup, you get to take a spoonful of Greek yogurt, which Buddy Bear said helped. So if you miss, though, and you keep missing, you don't get anything.
Yeah, you suffer. It's going to be fun.
So that's what you're going to be watching here on today's show. You ready?
I think I'm ready. Are you ready?
I don't know. So, again, this is a very, very spicy chip. It does burn your hands, so I'm going to do my best here to not get in contact with it.
Lovely.
Okay.
Break it in there.
Oh, bro.
You want to? No, don't put it on. Here, put it on top of this.
Okay.
Oh, God. That's so much chip.
It's a lot of chip, but
There's a lot of
that's
chip.
about half.
There's a lot of chip.
All right, I salute. Where are you going?
I don't know why I'm going over there.
I salute to all of you. I salute to Wild One. I would say if you can, just,
I'm
yeah.
just down the hatch.
Put it in. Ready?
Giggity.
3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Wow. I'm not going to lie.
It's hot.
That's spicy.
It's spicy.
If you love the
That's a
Raiders,
spicy chip.
hit that subscribe button. How you doing?
Hanging in there, man. Hanging in there.
Turn on your noties for the latest going on around the Raiders, especially around the draft. Coming up here, we're going to play a little beer pong. Wow.
The longer it sits, the worse it gets.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Hit that sub. Borelli.
Borelli!
All right, name of the game. If you make it, you get to take a little bit of, oh, crap, yogurt.
Oh, no.
Oh, I can't see.
Oh, no.
Ah!
Oh no. Oh,
You lucky SOB. Ooh.
how good is that?
Oh, give me that. Give me all that.
That's so good. Loser. Holy crap.
That's not good.
Dude.
No. Will, ball me, Blazer. Ooh.
No.
Oh.
I'm sweating.
Oh!
It's very spicy.
Oh yeah, get a big spoon.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. God is real, I think.
So Mitch, what are the top prospects you think the Raiders should target in the
Chris
first round?
Gonzalez, Island. Not even close. Chris Gonzalez, Devin Witherspoon,
Ooh.
Joey Porter Jr.
What are your thoughts on going and getting Jalen Carter?
If you think he's going to be a Pro Bowler.
Oh, the longer it sits, the worse it gets.
So Trizzy, I know you're the host of our Saints channel.
Yep.
Who are you looking for the Saints to draft this year?
So, the Saints pick at number 29. Oh, I'll take it overall. Saints pick 29 overall. So, you made
Hey,
that one.
Martin says mind your bows.
Martin, mind your biz.
Yeah, Martin, eat the chip. Eat the chip, my guy. Oh, no.
So you were saying, Trizzy?
Saints have some needs at defensive tackle, defensive end. Could use a safety.
I'm heating up.
Could use some linebacker help. I'll take it.
I should mention one of the cups is green. Oh! Chucks, you gotta talk, man.
So
Keep on going, guys. Y'all got
So
this.
the Saints could go and get a player
Thank God.
like Michael Mayer.
I'm out.
All right, there we go. Y'all can go ahead and go over back to the main stage.
That was not.
That's terrible.
Ooh.
It's bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. It hurts. You need some water?
I'm taking it. I made it a goal to just take it like a champ today. But I might. I brought a water in here. Where's that whiskey?
I don't know if the
Whiskey?
cookie dough whiskey is going to help, man.
I don't know if that's going to help.
I need a little bit more Pepto.
It's going good over here.
I'm on fire.
I'm feeling good. No.
I'm on fire.
You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby.
I thought I would be able to do it a lot better.
Dude, there's so much powder on that damn chip.
Twitter.
At Mitchell Renz 365. Hit him up. He's the #1 Raiders guy out there.
Just take a sip or two. We might need more Happy Dads, Chuggy Bowl. Swish it around.
I don't know about you. Call it cheating or not. But when I took a bite of that yogurt, I was waiting. I was milking that. I was not swallowing the yogurt.
You want to get a little bit more? Bring it over here. Oh, man. Chip 2 milli, gummy 9 mil. Yeah, I mean, the heat-wise.
My mom is in the chat. She says, power through it, you damn Cajun. Yes, ma'am.
What's up, Becky?
Never let your mom down.
The problem is the chip's hotter in my mouth. The gummy bear ruined my stomach.
Where can they find you, Trace?
You can hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at TraceGirouard48. I tweet. I post stuff on Instagram. I post stuff on TikTok. Some people think it's good. Some people think it's entertaining. But you should hit me up. Ooh.
I need to blow my nose. Also, we got a Borelli. Let's go to it.
Oh, my God.
It's unbelievable.
It won't go away either. My way? Yeah.
John
Borelli! Bang! Oh.
It's unbelievable.
I'm going to do taking one out of your book.
The ice cube helps. Where's that red? I see red. Oh, it's the spoons. How about that? Yep, comment now. Dak Prescott is a better quarterback than Derek Carr. I don't care. This is at least
Oh, my gosh.
good video entertainment.
The best.
I will say, though, the Borelli 2 Hundo. Chugs, if you could go grab us 2 Happy Dads.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go grab 2 Happy Dads. We'll finish the cut. But before we do, it's only right. Both of you, can I get your predictions for Derek Carr with New Orleans this season?
For
Trace, you can start.
like stats?
Or how you think he's gonna do? How you think the Saints are gonna do with Derek Carr? Let me know.
I think that Derek Carr will be. I think that Derek Carr will be a good fit in New Orleans. They obviously had a need at the quarterback position, but you know there is the concerns of playoffs and whatnot and how that'll look. That being said, I feel like the Saints have a good defense, good receivers, good running back. I feel like they have good pieces around him to be able to succeed, but we shall see.
I mean, they might make the playoffs because of how bad that division is.
Mm-hmm.
To me, Derek's going to be what he is. He's going to be 24, 25 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, close to 4,000 yards.
Dude, the second it gets to your stomach.
My stomach is hurting right now.
Ooh, feeling dangerous.
Literally.
Feeling dangerous, mama.
Huh? Go for it. If you guys want to tune in to next week's live show with Jermaine Illuminor, Friday, April 21st, please do. It's going to be a hell of a time. Hit that big red button that says subscribe. Turn on those notifications.
Wow. Okay, so now we can say fuck?
My stomach hurts. Try
Dude.
not to, though.
I won't. This is tough.
Did the banana help?
No.
It wasn't a banana. It was a plantain. It was a plantain. Holy. Oh my God.
How about you, Trace? Would you want to draft Hendon
No.
Hooker in the second round?
Well, before we got Derek Carr, I would have been okay with it. Plus, I think a jersey with either the Saints or the Raiders with the last name Hooker, elite. Those are the two teams he can go to, the Saints or the Raiders.
Dude,
In terms of a dope jersey.
I'm not doing all right.
Dude.
We might be almost done with today's show. We have a couple more supers that we're going to power through.
Kennedy, go pick up some Bluebell, please. Or some Tums. Oh, my God.
Is Kennedy watching?
Yes.
Oh.
I think we're going to dinner after this, but
Oh.
my
Hey.
got to cancel, dude.
Everybody, shout out to Kennedy in the chat.
Oh,
Shout out Kennedy in
feeling
the chat.
dangerous, feeling good. No, I'm not. I lied. Give me that. That'll help.
I think this
That'll
is
help. Little
Haters.
Tony's makes everything better.
Holy shit, dude.
I might not be a scientist. That might make it worse.
I think it's going to make it worse.
Captain Dale Berto, I think this is for you, Trizzy.
Eagles country.
Captain Delberto. I'm the producer for the Eagles channel and the Niners channel as well. And Captain Delberto's a real one, so shout out you, brother.
And then wild one, 14.
Oh, man.
Still haven't learned, Mitch, you are a glutton for additional punishment.
It is what it is.
If only we had a banana.
If Raider Nation has enjoyment out of it,
We do it.
we do it.
Oh, my
And we do it with
goodness.
pride.
Oh, wild one.
Can
Oh.
Hunter Renfro join New Orleans? They could. The Saints could trade for him. It could fill there's some good there's the chemistry and continuity with Derek Carr, obviously, but
Now my problem is
I don't know if they'll pay
my
him.
stomach hurts now.
dude, yeah, it's not even in my mouth anymore. It's my freaking
Dude, it's
stomach.
because y'all,
Oh my
y'all ate a
God.
plantain.
My stomach is wrecked
Really
right
hope
now.
I didn't touch that shit.
Yeah, don't.
All
All right.
Well,
We're good.
we're about done with today's show. Thank you for everybody watching. If you enjoyed, make
Well,
sure
we
you
owe-
subscribe.
I
Make sure
mean-
you're sharing the video.
All right. This one's going to be for Borelli.
I'll do a chug for him.
Yeah, we're just going to put this
Do
down.
you have a funnel?
A what?
A funnel?
You want to do that? You can use the Murbanga.
I'll do that. Is there-
Yep.
What
I
did you use
got
in this
you. I
last
got
Happy
you.
Dad?
Hang on. Huh?
Did you use a Happy Dad in here last?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude.
If you need to, it's there. This one's for frickin' Borelli, man. Borelli, you crazy SOB. You ready?
Pat Valdez says Raiders. Oh, respect. Raiders.
Pat Valdez. Somebody said, Robert said you owe many drinks today. I mean, we owe 2 beer bongs. After that, I believe we're all caught up
Yeah,
on
Robert.
drinks that are owed.
Robert, we once we hit 1,000, it was 100 for every beer bong,
Yep.
and I know I did my shots for every 20 that came in.
Holy shit.
Dude.
You ready?
Rusty, that's not a neti pot. That's a merbong. It's a
It's a
beer bong
flamingo.
it's a beer bong shaped like a mermaid.
Correct.
Oh, it is a mermaid.
It's
It was a flamingo. I'm not going to lie. This entire time. I've never claimed to be smart.
the Harvard of Arkansas.
Damn straight. Woo pig, baby.
They had these weird kind of bananas at the store. They were called plantains.
They were called plantains.
They were called plantains.
My nose won't stop running.
Oh, my God.
I can't talk.
Your nose is just like Chase.
Don't cough. It makes it worse.
Solid joke. Solid joke.
Kalen, what's up, dude? Yeah, have take Hendon Hooker. You can have him on the bikes.
Wild 114. That chip hurt.
Dude.
It hurts.
I'm guessing it's much worse because the gummy, it was just something you ate and it hurt your stomach. The chip, it's just full of powder and it just totally encapsulates your mouth.
Yeah, the gummy bear, it's more of your body. Like, I'm not kidding you. From, like, here to here,
happened already.
from here to here is nothing but pain with the gummy bear. The chip, I think it's worse up here.
Yeah.
Nah, don't get me wrong. I feel it in my stomach right now.
Did you do it as well?
Yes. We split the chip.
Oh, was that the original plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sean says the only question in draft is how much of our picks and Jacobs is Josh giving away so we
It's
can
the stomach
repeat
that's
drafting a 15 from Florida failure and move to number 3.
Good point. Good joke, Sean. Last quarterback he drafted
We haven't
as
got
a
one.
head coach,
If you need to get sick, you can.
We're good.
Tim Tebow.
Yikes. Wild one. Again, Nation, thank you for joining us for another, classic Wild One 14 production. Thanks to Mitch and Trizzy for the entertainment. You guys are great.
Anytime.
This show was presented by Wild One 14.
All right, guys.
And
Any
Pepto.
last words before we
Well, we
dip out
got
of
to
here?
do 2 beer bongs here for John Borelli. And then that will be the end of the show. So the only way this show continues is if we get some hundos and we got to do some beer bongs. If not, my stomach is...
Yeah, I might have to go make a run.
Your stomach is rumbling, bumbling,
rumbling,
stumbling.
To John Borelli.
Cheers.
You're shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Elvis up there. Jailhouse Rock.
Thank you very much. Ow. Ow. Just when you thought it's coming, it comes right back. It comes right back.
Oh, God. I love the moment where Trace was like, no, I'm good. And then it came right back.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No. Wait.
Woo.
I'm trying to see...
Smile.
Mitch.
Both y'all smile.
Hold on, hold this side, Mitchell.
Mitch, smile.
Ah, you dropped it.
Now on this side.
Everybody, screenshot it if you can. Screenshot the smile.
So apparently, if you can go a minute, you're powerless. 10 minutes, powerful. So the actual chip challenge is you eat the chip, and you see how long you can last without taking a drink.
No, I don't want to do that.
If you could, go ahead and screenshot them smiling with that. Go ahead and put it on Twitter, put it on Instagram, and tag Mitch and Trace. I would love for that to happen. And oh!
This one's coming in from Wild One 14. Bang!
Do we need another Happy Dad?
I got one.
Take one down,
Pass it around. One more. Happy Dad on the beer on the. Oh wait,
I don't know. I gotta
It just
add.
hurts.
I gotta
Everything
add
hurts.
John Borelli.
everything hurts.
I gotta add Borelli and Wild One 14 to the Boot Hall of Fame. Mount Raider Moore.
Did the yogurt help? Most people were saying the yogurt whenever.
I'll be honest with you. I wanted more.
More yogurt? Or
No, like-
more from it?
I wanted more help from it.
It
Everybody-
helped, but not enough.
Everybody was saying yogurt the last time we
my God.
ate the chip and you had the gummy bear. Everybody was saying, you need yogurt.
I mean, it helped. It's one of the, like, anything helps.
Was it better than the ice cream that you had for the gummy, or does it not even compare?
It's
Because, I mean, I feel like your mouth wasn't...
the gummy bear. The mouth wasn't the problem. It was my body. My body. Like I'm actually kind of okay right now. You look like you're still riding the struggle bus.
My stomach is not feeling.
Trace
My
is on
stomach
a-
ain't doing good.
Trace is on a roller coaster of pain right now.
Uh huh.
If you need to go, you can go.
No, I'm riding it out. I'm riding it out.
Really.
I'm riding it out. I'm not scared.
So if I offered another chip right now,
Do you have another chip?
no.
I'd say let's. I'm like at this point, let's run it.
Let's ride.
Edgar wants to know, what's Chug's brother doing on the show?
Eating chips.
I mean, I will admit, if you combine Trace, Jeremy, and Marshall all into one, they would morph into the same person. I'm convinced on that.
That's good.
Oh gosh.
I mean, we're a bunch of white guys with brown hair and beards. Honestly, that's the only requirement to work here. Are you have a beer?
Stay down. We're good.
I thought you were gonna throw up.
Nope. Just a burp.
Brown hair and a beard. There you go.
John Borelli.
Wild one always torch y'all. Way to handle it like a champ. Well, this one's for Wild one.
Cheers.
How you doing? Did the Tony Satch help?
Not at all.
Nope.
No chance. That was a pure Louisiana callback. I'm doing this for the
I'm doing it.
homies.
I said I'm doing it for the vine right here.
Somebody said 1 to 10 heat level, 10 being the hottest on the chip.
I mean,
It's a 10.
it's not the world's hottest chip for nothing.
I mean, one chip. You think of a bag of Doritos. What does that cost you? This chip.
$2 or something.
So this chip, because we ordered it on Amazon and because I had a hard time finding it in stores, that chip was $30.
Would you rather eat
up, Zon?
Would you rather eat one chip,
What
or
up,
would
Zon?
you rather go to a Thai food place and get your noodle number 5?
Do I have to eat the whole thing?
Yes.
One chip.
Bro. So this might be TMI.
Probably is because you just said that, but
Oh, it's definitely TMI. So when I used to live in Pennsylvania, I used to be like, oh, I can handle spicy food. Right? Pennsylvania, I could handle it. So one of the very first times I came down here to Dallas, Texas, I got Thai food, and I ordered it as a 4. Let me just say, my body did not cooperate. And halfway through that bowl of noodles while I'm sweating, I had to go. I'm pretty sure the people just lived in this restaurant that they were cooking out of. There's a 50% chance I destroyed this poor Thai family's actual toilet that they in their restaurant. Like it was a disaster.
Wild one. He said the yogurt is actually for your stomach tomorrow. It doesn't even help you today. Good to know.
I'd like for it to start helping now.
It's my money and I need it now.
All right, this one's for Wild One. Cheers to you. Cheers to Mount Raider more. Cheers to everyone who always tunes into our shows. But remember, Thursday shows from here on out are challenges. So it's not so much of the drinking shit show that we always usually do, though we're having a few drinks today because I know, but hey, Mount Raider more showed up. But next week, Jugs and I, for 420, we are doing the 500 broccoli gram challenge. So raw broccoli. Who got it? Martin? Martin never fails, man. We are going to be doing 500 gram broccoli challenge. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Also, Jugs, it might
So
take
much
us a
broccoli.
legit 30 minutes to do.
That's so much broccoli. Are you eating it? Is it raw?
It took Stoney 15 minutes.
Is it raw, or do you cook it?
It's raw nothing. It's just raw broccoli.
That sounds awful. That sounds terrible.
I mean, we're going to try it. So
Have fun with that.
what am I looking at here? Twitter. Hang on, I got to put, where's Matt? Oh, Butson. Butson also got it.
Oh, shout out Jeremy for tagging me. Thanks.
Wow. My eyes are closed, but it's okay. Okay. Somebody said now you need to try the spiciest noodles. My problem is I don't do well with spicy food. I would rather do.
Rather do a lot of food than spicy food?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Is that Hasbula? Yeah, when he's doing the indoor skydiving, dude. That's so funny. Dude, look at this text that this text I got.
Whew. Oh. All right, we are all officially caught up. Tomorrow, our live show is going to be happy hour. So if you want to tune in, have a few drinks, get a little bit wild, you can do that for our live show tomorrow.
Subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button. I think what we're going to do here is this. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock. If we don't get anything in the next 60 seconds, Trizzy, Trace, and I are going to hop on out of here. Happy hour tomorrow. That's right, Juan.
Throne. Yep.
Somebody said eat a real Reaper.
No.
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 Can't even imagine. Son said Trace is about to die. I'll tell you this. See.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude, it really is blue.
I know.
It really is blue.
It looks like Papa Smurf took me to town.
That's what I was exactly thinking.
I
Either
way.
Hit up Smurfette.
don't know. That's too much, man. Too much. Wild114 said, stay tuned. The Future Nation, if Mitch keeps it up next time, it's the 3-ring circus, a.k.a. 3 chips. I don't know what that means, Wild One.
Hey, Kel, I'm wearing a Saints jersey because Derek Carr's on the Saints, and I'm a Saints fan, and I do our Saints coverage, so that's why.
I think that means he wants you to eat 3 chips.
No.
3 chips?
Does the Skullville, triple, or does it just...
I think it's just
a lot longer.
A ton of...
You think it's just a lot longer?
A ton of powder.
David's on a little Smurfette. You want to take a shot for that?
Yeah, I got you.
Thanks. We are officially out of Happy Dads unless we go into the other room and get some. So, do we go get some or do we end the show? Little fireball? You want to hand here? You know what? Here for Zon. Hand me a fire, Bleezy.
Trizzy, can you come over here and
Yeah.
Yeah, Martin. Trace is about to drop a plantain off at the.
I'm going to be spitting out a plantain.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Actually, you know what? Give me some cookie dough.
Oh.
Dude, I'm telling you what. If you got, we got to reach out to Old Smoky.
I'll get you a bottle of this.
You're really loving that.
It's incredible.
It's so good, especially on ice.
Dude, it legit tastes like a chocolate chip cookie. The chip is hotter than a Reaper. It's the extract from sea bass.
Aha. Then we took down the Carolina Reaper.
Ah, dude. I'm telling you what. That's incredible. Have you tried it yet?
I actually have not.
You want to try it?
You got to try it. Just a little.
I do have to say, not a big whiskey guy.
Doesn't taste like whiskey.
Really?
Like
you like Screwball?
It's okay.
Oh,
You might not be a fan of it.
yeah.
My dad just texted me spicy.
I mean,
Spicy.
if you like whiskey, you will love that.
Oh, dude.
It smells great.
Just off the top, straight up cookie.
Borelli said, "You ain't done."
Straight up cookie right off the top.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do then. All right, Borelli, Zon, you guys, Mount Raider Mort, you just combined for another beer bong. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Actually,
It's good.
it's not bad.
That's what I'm saying. It's weird.
It's great.
It's weird.
How did you get into this, Trace?
I like whiskey. I was at Total Wine, and I was walking down the aisle looking for a bottle of whiskey, and I was like, cookie dough flavored whiskey. What the hell is that? So I bought it.
To me, that'd be one of those things where I'd look at that and be like, "This is not gonna taste anything like cookie
That's
dough."
exactly what I thought. I honestly bought it because I was like, there's just simply no way. Like, I have to prove myself wrong.
That's really good. All right, here's the game. I'm gonna go take a leak. You guys know the rules.
Can you pass me the fireball so I can do these shots for John?
Correct. Well, no. So this is what I'm going to do. Zon and Borelli, I'm going to do a beer bong for them. And then while I'm gone, y'all know the rules.
You're doing a beer bong right now?
Oh, I got to go get one.
Oh, okay.
So y'all know the rules. If you want to change.
Kel wants me to take off my shirt. Kel, send in $50. I'll take off my shirt for you.
Who?
Kel wants me to take off my car jersey. Send in $50. I'll take off my shirt for you.
Take off the car jersey for Kel. So it's got to be from Kel.
Has to be from Kel.
All right, there you go. That's
Has
the deal.
to be from Kel.
All right, I'll be right back.
It's the only way it's coming off. Sorry about it. Shout me out, fellas. What's up, Paul? Anthony Vincenzio. What's up?
My name is Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Okay, I have to say, a few minutes down, a few minutes after, we're chilling.
Yeah?
It's just the stomach hurts, man. The stomach hurts.
Another one from Trevor Lawrence's hymn. If the Panthers draft Young over Stroud, I'm done.
I feel like they will definitely be drafting.
I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know, Jim. I've heard both.
Jim.
I've heard both. I've heard they really like Stroud. I heard they really like Young. I even heard the owner really likes Anthony Richardson. I don't know. Trace is having a great time.
Oodles of fun. I'm having oodles of fun.
This is actually
Give him 4 chips for that Carr jersey.
This is
Actually, I
actually-
already ate 1 chip, and thank you
this
for
is a
Derek
pretty
Carr.
neutral question for you, Trace.
Let's do it.
Better player, Patrick Queen, PQ, or Devin White, PW?
I think that Devin. I don't know. To be fair, I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't know a ton about Patrick Queen. I know a lot more about Devin White.
As a Saints fan, what do you think of Devin White?
Devin White is a good player. He gets a lot of tackles, but the stats are very deceiving. He's not good in coverage. He has a lot of plays that he just doesn't really know, like he knows. Doesn't really look like he knows what's going on. But
Feel free to answer in the comment section as well. Let me know.
Who do you guys think? Patrick Queen, Devin White, Juan Hernandez is Patrick Queen. I think I agree. I'm just not very high on Devin White, to be honest.
John
Borelli. Trizzy, how we feeling? Dangerous, my guy. Feeling dangerous. My loving mother and my loving father, they ain't raised no pansy, so we're getting through it. It just doesn't feel good.
Let me go ahead and change that for you because you're not Mitchell Renz.
I am not the Mitchell Renz. I am Trizzy Trace. Juan Hernandez spamming PQ.
Trevor Lawrence is him. AR-15 is an overhyped NFL plant.
I have been saying this for weeks.
Malik Willis 2.0.
I've been saying this for weeks. I think that every year a quarterback that has a really good dual threat ability gets way overhyped. I think last year it was very obvious that was the case with Malik Willis. And Anthony Richardson's getting the he's getting the same treatment. And on top of that, Anthony Richardson never put up over 60% or never over like 65 completion percentage. Like, I just don't know why you would want that. It took him until week 4 to score a touchdown in the air for the Gators. Like, sure, maybe he's a good athlete, but I don't remember I don't know how often a quarterback has to use his vert. So I don't know.
Hey, maybe a shotgun from the one, Cam Newton style, jumping over the line, maybe?
Yeah, maybe a little Tebow jump pass. I don't know. Who knows? How's your Cardi Gras now, Trizzy? Cardi Gras is going good, man. Cardi Gras is going good.
Dude, I was trying to read that in the chat, and I was like,
Cardi Gras?
Dude, that's what I read it.
Cardi Gras?
That's how
Cardi
I read it.
Gras.
I was like, Cardi Gras?
Derek Cardi Gras. Sweating like a lady that shouldn't be there at church. Yep. Sweating like a worker that you would find on the Las Vegas Strip in church.
Oh, that's great. Let's see. John Borelli from One Not Raider More member to another.
Did you see my mom's message?
Wins the wedding.
No one cares about your opinion anymore, Derek.
I would say,
Derek.
For that, we're looking for next spring. I do know we do plan on doing it in Mexico.
Mexico! Don't brush your teeth with the water.
I'm brushing my teeth with tequila in
Mexico! If y'all know the reference, type it in the chat.
Well, I don't think we tortured them enough. How much for a slap? I don't.
Abby's not here, so we can't slap people.
I don't want to do that right now. I feel bad already. They've been struggling as our
fearless leader.
Our fearless leader.
Our fearless leader is Widowy back. He's going to hit the Gwitty, and he's Widowy going to sign us off.
Mitchell wins.
Mitchell wins. 265.
You're still sweating.
Uh-huh.
Eats spoonful of.
When you were gone, Coop comes in and goes, Trace, you're sweaty. And I go, yep, I'm like somebody you'd find on Vegas Strip in church.
Yikes.
You know that saying?
Hey, you keep Vegas out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Not Vegas. Not Vegas. San Francisco. San Francisco.
Mexico.
Do the noise.
Dude.
My dad. What's up,
This
Steve-O?
one's for Borelli and David Zahn tag team.
Giggity.
Giggity, giggity. You ready? Oh, man. You guys.
Wild One wants to ask, $50 for Chugs to slap Trizzy?
I mean, that's more of a you question than a me question.
I mean, I don't care, man. I don't care. At this point,
I've already sold my body.
I've sold my body. I've sold my soul to this company.
Though, I took so long because, so there's somebody here at the Chat Sports Studios that apparently can handle spicy food.
Yeah?
Okay?
Yeah,
What is it?
they're right here. Standing
You're
up on
looking
the
at
screen. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
It definitely ain't you. They have offered their services for a chip challenge.
Dude,
Oh, I think I know
this
who you're
guy was
talking
sitting
about.
in the corner over here.
Yep. So there's somebody at Chat Sports who has offered their services for a chip challenge.
Do we have another chip?
It's not going to be today.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
It's not going to be
Jeremy.
today.
Yep.
you need a graphic.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So,
And we're gonna do that?
I guess.
Paul, I'm hurting a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm hurting a little
And they
bit.
can hear everything we're saying?
They can hear everything. And everything I'm repeating is going over the audio.
I'm making a complete fool of myself.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm making a complete fool of myself. So we got something in from my main man, JB.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is Chugs, right? With you.
John, who's smacking who? I don't care, man. Just
Hold on 1 second.
We got the clap.
This one coming in from Mount Raidermore member
John
Borelli.
What's up, Borelli?
What's
That's a
up,
slap.
Borelli? What's up, Borelli?
All right, we'll just we'll switch.
What?
Are you? I think he's sending in for you to slap him.
Yeah, just, y'all talk for a second. I'll go get the plate and then I'll come back.
Cool. Sounds good. All right, so we're gonna slap Derek Carr here. If you guys want to slap Carr, every 50 we get to slap Derek Carr. It's gonna feel good.
This is just so not fair.
It's gonna feel good. Not gonna lie, I kind of want this. I kind of want this. This is
I'm sure you do, Mitchell.
this is pain
Sure you do.
that we need to do. Chugs full auto slap that fool from Borelli.
I'm just gonna say this. I don't remember agreeing to this, but I'm not scared. So whatever. That's fine.
I will say you
fine.
are on video saying it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, no, I know. It's fine. It's fine.
Seriously.
My mom goes, Hey, Mom, I went to college for this.
Wow.
2 degrees.
Becky, I promise you this, we're taking good care of your son.
Ish. That's my dad.
Which one?
That's my dad, Steve.
Steve?
Mm-hmm. My mom and dad sent back-to-back messages. Look at them go.
Well, if you put their names together, it's BS.
That's true.
Becky, Steve, get a picture. We need you to get a picture.
No, Mom, you can't. We need the Sammies. Mom, we need the Sammies on draft week. That's just not fair. That's just so not cool. Yeah, John Borelli knows who my mom is. 'Cause
Really?
My mom's been in the stream a couple times on Saints, and John Borelli's in there. He always is showing love to Mama.
You ready? All right, so this one's from Borelli. We get to slap Derek Carr.
My mom and dad send messages back to back. Also, look what she said, because I don't know why she said that, but
I'm not doing it if that's the case. I'm letting you know.
The only reason why I'm showing up for
Jeremy's
draft day.
saying, Mom, Jeremy's saying he's not even going to slap me if that's the case.
The only reason why I'm showing up for draft day is for some Mama Girouard sandwiches.
Oh, dude.
Best sandwiches, those pizza cups, the breakfast sandwiches,
Ooh, those-
everything that I've had from Mama G,
Fire.
it's been. Oh,
I almost said Mama Trizzy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
She said Mama Trissy's in the chat earlier.
Oh, really?
I said Mama Trucy, and I was like, I'm gonna go with Mama G.
He's like,
Yeah.
I actually know her, so.
But I do have to say, everything that she makes, and I'm not even like trying to like be like exaggerating. Everything she makes, you eat it and you're like, this tastes like love.
No, she makes everything with love. A little extra. It's the secret ingredient. A little extra
It's
sprinkle.
amazing.
A little extra sprinkle.
Shit's actually fire.
Shit's actually foyer.
The sole reason Melissa football is on the map.
Facts. She was feeding them boys.
Feeding them boys. I'm telling you. Coach is pretty good, but she's been feeding them boys. All right.
You ready?
Are you ready?
No, I'm fine.
I like the plate because it's more sturdy than tortilla.
Mm-hmm.
Shit hurts. Holy shit.
Dude, I closed my eyes right before it hit, but I think I saw Jeremy's arm all the way back here. Like, I think I saw it all the way back here.
Shit
full
slaps,
180.
man. Shit slaps.
Robert, he did not miss. I can guarantee you he didn't miss.
Missed. That sounded legit. The plate you can hear. That was a good one. Venmo check from Rebel. Yeah, we got one. Coming in from today's show sponsor, Wildwood 14. You ready? I get to this time, yeah. This one's for me. Do we go forehead? Yeah?
Just give me a bop.
All right, wild one. You want a forehead or you want a cheek? You feeling cheeky?
Cheek,
Or are we getting
cheek.
dome?
Let me see that booty work. Booty work. Booty work.
Also, Mama G, I do have to say, Trace has said this is nothing compared to what he had to do at Arkansas.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Soo-wee!
Martin said he thinks Wild One's a cheek man. All right. Take off the headset. Ready? Yeah, just put it to the side. There we go. All right. Knock the headset off.
Do this so there's a little extra.
I know. Seriously, my God. All right. Can we get some Wild One 14s in the chat? You good? All right, this one's for the chip. For Wild 114. Get him, Mitch. I got a lot of built up anger for Derek Carr. So this feels good.
It wasn't the tortillas.
Actually, if you could,
Mitch, just pretend he's David Carr.
oh God. Drops the plate. All right. Here we go. Nation, let them know.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
My ear's ringing. Holy shoot. You said don't swear, so holy shoot. Dude, my ear's ringing. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Ah!
Not
right.
scared.
Never.
All right.
Never.
I think this is a good point.
I think
I think we're done here.
Jeremy's like, it's time to go.
Yes.
All right, Nation.
agree.
We will see you tomorrow.
That one was a hit.
We will see you all tomorrow for Raiders Happy Hour. On behalf of me, on behalf of Trizzy Trace, on behalf of Wild 114, John Borelli, Trivan, David Zahn, literally everyone that showed up today, and Jeremy Chuggs, we salute you. And we will see you all tomorrow for Raiders Happy Hour. Starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. To Mama G and Daddy G. Thanks for raising a good kid.
Aww.
And peace out. I love y'all. And remember, next Thursday, the 500-gram broccoli challenge, Chuggs versus me. Who do you think's going to win? Jaime says, great show. Appreciate it. Peace out. Hit that subscribe button. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. We're out.